I told I told people be here at 12, so they get,
Already.
yeah, that'll give us a little bit more time. I told the people 12, but yeah, ready send this shit over now. Once this gets sent over, straight. That shit wild though, B.
What's that?
The,
This New
the
York
shit we,
shit?
yeah, shit we was talking about last night with the New York, with the New York
Man,
lady.
bro. Like I can't even fathom. Like in that situation, you on the grounds of something that you got the deed to. The lady pulled up with deed in hand, and she still went to jail. Bro, that's some shit that make motherfuckers snap. Period.
Mm-hmm. And
That's
the
some shit
crazy,
that makes you snap.
and the crazy part. Oh snap! Theo said, "What happened in New York?" Give me 1 second, Theo. We gonna show you. We gonna show you what happened in
Hey,
New
what
York.
up, Theo?
I'm ready to save it now. I'm ready to and put it up here. That that joint is definitely wild though. Like it just make you think. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be mindful. Like do people really know the laws? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Because what is law when somebody can come on your property, quote unquote, trespassing to begin with, and then they can take residence, and you have to go through the process of getting them off your property
Mm,
when they shouldn't have never been on there to begin with.
facts.
See, this is why that system is failing. This is a big example of why the system is broken. You trying to go through the traditional channels, showing you got ownership, showing your paperwork, no different than if they accuse you of stealing in the store. You're gonna show them your receipt to exonerate yourself from that allegation.
Right.
So this lady pull up at her house doing the same thing, literally a receipt, which is what a deed is for a piece of land that was left to her as an inheritance from her deceased parents,
My fault.
and and she is the one that get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
The squatter called the police on her and had her arrested. The squatter pushed past her when you show the footage. The squatter pushed past her to get back in the house.
Yep.
Police didn't do nothing. So when the police not doing nothing and the lights still on now, what is this shit gonna look like when the lights go out? And they already putting stunts like this
Hmm.
in America. This ain't fucking rush. This ain't no. This is right here, and this ain't
Hmm.
no movie.
This shit real life. And this happened 8 days ago. So basically last week sometime. You know what I'm saying? This incident happened, and with this particular incident, so so what's happening is called adverse possession. So this house is vacant, nobody lives here, but the lady that's right here owns this particular house that she was putting on the market. She's having it fixed up to put on the market so she can sell because her mother or her father whatever passed it down to her. So the person comes in and claims that he's gonna do work in the house or whatever. He does work, but instead of him just doing work in the house, what happens is he does the work and he stays in the house. He starts to live here, and with with 30 days, if you don't get them out within 30 days, they necessarily are considered tenants in the house. And now that he shows that he's putting money into the house, he definitely, yeah, it's crazy. So Oh, matter of fact, let me pull. I should have got that. B. I should have got that.
What's that?
That picture of adverse possession, so I can show what it, so I can read what it says to 'em so they get better understanding. I should have had that. I should have had that right. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Um, and while I do that, I'll play the video for y'all so y'all can see what's going on. Yeah, for y'all, it's getting real.
Trying to steal
And
my
then,
house.
and
Yes, you are.
How about that? A squatter standoff. A property owner confronts a group of people she says moved into her $1 million home in Queens, and our cameras were rolling as dozens of officers showed up.
Several people were taken away in handcuffs, and one of those arrested may surprise you.
Investigative reporter Dan Krauth joins us now with more on what happened. Tell us, Dan.
Well, this is a very big growing problem. I received dozens of tips from viewers about this in just the past week. I went to do what I thought was going to be a routine interview. Instead, we capture what police and property owners are dealing with on a daily basis.
I have video of you, Ryan. Who are these people? Figure out the situation. Yeah, but they're in my house, man. Relax. No.
To understand how this day ended,
We need the police right away.
with multiple 911 calls and arrests, we have to start at the beginning.
Adele, the hardest question is how do you say your name?
We met Adele Andaloro outside the home her parents left her in Flushing, Queens. She's in the process of selling it,
No, he locked it.
but she's been locked out. She claims squatters moved in on February 6th and refused to leave.
What's it like being here knowing you can't go inside of your own home?
It's enraging. It really is.
In New York, squatters have rights after 30 days.
By the time that someone does their investigation and they do their work and their job, we'll be well over the 30 days, and this man will have stolen my home. And now she's back.
Just after wrapping up our interview, a woman showed up.
What are you doing in the house? Are you renting this house? Why are you here?
She unlocked the front door, saw our cameras, and took off.
It's open. Let's go in the house. It's open.
Adele and her daughter, with the property deed in hand, went inside.
This is my furniture. These are my curtains.
She didn't just find her belongings inside.
There's a man sleeping right there. Get out of my house.
She found two men.
How long have you lived here?
I moved in about 2 days ago.
They've called the police on me, and I've called the locksmiths. I didn't come in illegally. The door was open.
Police started interviewing neighbors and looked.
Bro, bro,
you
they
heard,
threatened, they took over the house and rented the rooms out to people in the house, bro. And they and they
and then,
squatters, bro.
and you got this going on top of the migrant that made that video that went viral, telling the
Hmm.
motherfucking, telling his compadre, yeah, come on over. We can
Come on
basically
over.
take their house. We can
Mhm.
take their homes if they ain't in them.
Real talk. Mm.
And it's happening again. This is the United States, allegedly. This is happening in the United States.
Hmm. Yeah, wait till you see. Wait till I just found the article shit. I was getting everything together now. Wait till you see this shit, bro. and the crazy part, look, that's the deed in her hand. It's the police. Look how the police is standing around. Because truth be told, the police really don't have no jurisdiction. So they can't
At
just go
all.
in. They can't just go in there and snatch any. The people that's there that's just got there 2 days ago. Like they not getting. They probably get arrested for trespassing or something, but they're not gonna get no real charge or nothing like that. That's an in and out situation, a misdemeanor. You see what I'm saying? So they not
Yep.
really. They really can't give them no nothing because they stay sleeping in there. You know what I'm saying? They go look at
Yeah.
that like, all right, criminal trespass, and that's all. That's all we could give them. You know, but the ones that's there for longer than 30 days, it's like, well, we can't do nothing about them. He was here. He been here for like 6 months. I can't I can't do nothing with that. That's that shit crazy.
Yeah, go on, show 'em. Go on, let that bad boy play.
looking for documents.
Do you have something that shows that you've been here for more than 30 days?
They took the man who told me he had been renting for 2 days out in handcuffs
They got one out.
and escorted the other guy off the property.
Now you're afraid to come out.
I'm not coming out. This house is empty. This is my home. My locksmith is on the corner waiting to change my locks. And that's not fair. It's not fair that I, as the homeowner, should be having to go through this.
How you doing?
Minutes later, a locksmith showed up, but police gave her a warning before they left.
I may end up in handcuffs today if this man shows up here and says that I have illegally evicted him. I said to them, let him take me to court the way I've been told to take him to court. But today,
And you want to talk
I'm
about
not
some
leaving
word
my
magic?
house.
Less
How the
than
fuck
10
is you
minutes after police
illegally
left, and the
evicting
locks were
somebody
changed.
that it was never supposed to be there?
Hmm.
You want to talk about word magic?
Mm,
Make that shit make sense. You ain't even supposed to be here.
mm-hmm.
And I'm getting arrested for illegally evicting you again. When the system, now you've been conditioned all your life, go through the courts, you do it the right way, quote unquote. When you do it the right way and this happened, now what?
Mm-hmm.
And they showing you this is a real incident. This is a real person. The
Yeah.
question for everybody, the question for everybody now is, now what? Because the same way they didn't do nothing for this lady, they're not gonna do nothing when you call them, talking about XYZ going on. They
Mm.
already pretty much done told you that and told us that.
Word did. I showed y'all the video with the sheriff sound off and old boy telling us uh 3 a.m. between 3 a.m. and these times don't call us if it's not a
Because we
life
closed.
threatening emergency.
Because we
Yeah,
closed. We closed. We're
close,
closed.
shut down. People who come in the morning will take your report, and it's like, dang, that's crazy.
So
That shit
basically,
sound wild.
if somebody's not being killed, they not coming. A mugging, they not coming. You get beat up, they not coming. Somebody
Mm,
trying to break in, they not coming. Somebody trying to steal your car, they not coming. So again, now the question is, what you gonna do? Because in Chicago, it was an Uber driver. Just he out here trying to support himself and his family, no doubt. He go pick up a customer. This little motherfucker got into it with some niggas down the street. Soon as she get in the car, she lay down and tell him to drive. They start busting at the Uber man.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, this is where we at. So everybody can keep playing and shucking and jiving and acting like ain't nothing going on. Shit.
Hmm. Sh-
Bro, this shit is
This,
bro,
man.
this shit is crazy and it's scary. It's scary to think that you as a property owner could end up in jail because you ain't because you quote unquote illegally evicting somebody off your shit when they wasn't never supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just ponder on that. Just picture if it was you. You got a deed in your hand, you trying to sell the home or whatever the case is, and you get took away in handcuffs.
Right.
Your people got to make bond, even though it's gonna be you know what I'm saying? Still, it's just the whole psychological
Yeah, it's just
aspect of the shit.
it's just the unnecessary bullshit behind, going through that whole process. It's
Right.
like why should you have to go through that whole process if you don't need to? You know what I'm saying? Why and I get it. I get it. You don't want to let your property go because you feel like, why should you have to? You ain't coming here illegally. Like, it was gifted to you. It was passed down to you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. You got proof of ownership.
you got proof of
They say
ownership.
they say possession is 9/10 of the law. So if you got possession of the deed, I'm confused. Because if the
Yeah.
city, if the county get possession of your deed, you no longer own the house. See,
Hmm.
they call it foreclosure.
Right.
So I'm confused at how this lady can show up with deed in her hand and she went to jail.
It's
Make that
All
shit
right,
make sense.
hold on. Is that? Let me zoom in a little bit more. Might have to zoom in a little bit more. All right. Squatters' rights and adverse possession. All right. So squatters' rights is a term used to describe the rights of people who have taken physical possession of a property that they do not own. These same people known as squatters do not have express permission to express permission of the property. Where was I? Of the property's owner or owners, but they still may be awarded benefit under the law. Individuals who squat on property that is not theirs may eventually be allowed to make a legal claim on the property. That's not what's happening right now.
Not just that, but what does it say about a quote unquote legal system that has a provision for adverse possession? Why is that even a provision in the law for somebody basically to come steal your house?
Okay, squatters rights covers a variety of different scenarios. Precise legal benefits and claims will differ according to the state where the property is located. All right, so this is some of them right here. Let's see. All right, so we have open. Has a squatter openly lived on a property in full view of others who no. I can tell you that no. I don't
Right.
think I don't think they did. I don't think
Yeah,
they
how
did.
they did.
Yeah, it didn't look because nothing looked like they somebody was living there. So
Right.
yeah, that we gonna say no on that one. Actual. Does a squatter have physical possession of the property? Had no. Had they treated it as their own, perhaps making improvements on the property or paying taxes on it? No, because he was supposed to. They were supposed to. He was supposed to show that he was paying BG&E or gas and electric or something like that,
Yep.
and he never showed. He
He didn't
never
show
showed
nothing.
that. Yeah, he
Yeah,
just
he
showed.
never showed nothing.
Yeah, he just showed them that that he did improvements on there, but to now, if you're going with actual, I get the claim that he made improvements, but who gave you the right to make an improvement? Who told you to make these improvements?
If I already had the house on the market for sale, obviously it didn't need no
It
improvement.
didn't need no improvements. Yeah, because I was trying to sell the house, so it didn't need no improvements in there. I was probably selling it as is, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Who told Buddy to go and see? And that's the thing. That's the thing. If I just go in the house, abandoned house, and I just start fixing doors up and windows and all that stuff, then actually, yeah, I mean, this is what he's trying to say.
Shit, that's what he said.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
And the kicker is he's not even a migrant.
Nah,
That's a
he's
native. That's a native New Yorker.
yeah. That's another New Yorker doing that. And the house was $1 million house.
Right. So it's not talking about no shack. We ain't talking about a 2 bedroom apartment.
Yeah, we talked about $1 million house, but this New York, so a
Yeah,
million
that's what I was
dollar
just gonna
house.
say. Yeah. A
Yeah,
million dollar house. That's some other shit in New York.
yeah. Has the squatter maintained possession of the property for the amount of time required by the state? Well, yeah, time. Well, he'll fall under time and actual these two. This is the one. These are two that he's claiming right here because he been there for a certain amount of time, and they can't. They so now that he been there for past the required time, they got to actually evict him, which could possibly take up to 2 years to actually go through with an eviction. And then he, like I said, he made, if he did pay gas and electric, and he did fix up some stuff in there, then he got his two right here for under squatter rights.
And now she got to retain the attorney,
Hmm.
take him to jail, get him served, which is a whole nother ball game trying to get a motherfucker served. You got to catch him at home.
Right. Cause motherfucker can come to the door and knock on that door all you want to, sheriff. But if you don't answer that door for that sheriff, they can't serve you shit.
Exactly. Exactly. So you got to go through trying to get a motherfucker served, then get in court to be heard about something that you got the paperwork to, that you're paying property taxes on, that you can't even cut the utilities off. See, Buddy ain't even paying utilities on there. She is, and she can't even
Shit.
cut them off.
Right.
You can't even cut them off.
Mm.
And you talking about justice?
Damn.
Man,
Yeah. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
That's
Lady straight went to jail, even though it's misdemeanor. It's just the whole hassle and
hassle.
principle of it all.
Yeah.
And the police standing by.
My fault.
There it is.
Hold on. Yeah, let's run that back a little bit before we started. Yeah. Cause she big. Nah, from how he's doing it, I can see like, nah, this is not his first time though. He probably done did this before but wasn't successful at it because he didn't understand what he was doing. But now he looked like he understands what he's doing. Cause see, with this shit, with this adverse possession shit and squatter shit, that's a trial and error. That's this You can't just go. This not random houses. He probably done scoped this house out for a minute. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What they doing is going on realtor sites, seeing what's for sale, how long it's
mm-hmm,
been on the market, and
right,
posting up.
mm-hmm. See, because I know one thing. If you I think to actually get the joint, the house, you have to send they had to send a letter to the person or whatever. And if they don't get no response back, then it becomes like one of those unclaimed properties. But if the person responds back with the title like, yeah, I own this property, blah blah blah, then yeah, they won't grant that. So if they probably was sitting there waiting for mail to get there to snatch those letters, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will do anything, bro. Like, if people will snatch a box off your porch, not knowing what's in it, just because they see a box on your porch, they'll guarantee they'll go in your mailbox for a letter for your house,
Oh yeah.
guaranteed. This ain't no this like this stuff takes time and process, and like, you can't. It's not like you just call people here and there
What
and
up, Nine?
what's going on. Hey,
Hey, and then too,
members here.
another thing too is look at the racial makeup of this woman who going through this. See, this shit done went past race.
Mm-hmm.
It's this essay vein on essay basically.
Yeah, ain't no, bruh, this shit don't have no. That's what people gotta fail to realize, yo. Shit like this don't have no racial discrimination against it. There's no racial discrimination. Is do you know the laws or do you don't know the laws? Are you willing to go through with the laws or are you willing to not? You know what I'm saying? And he's playing the law game. That's why I say if you don't know the game, if you don't know the game, you can't play. There's no way you can come to the board trying to play. She trying to come to the board not knowing how to play the game. She knows the rules of the game, but she's not knowing how to play the game. He knows how to
Exactly.
he know how to play the game. This is why, lady, if you don't necessarily live here, why does it matter it's taking 2 years to get this person out of there? Why would it matter? You just want to you see your pride and your ego want them out now because it's your shit. It's your house. You see what I'm saying? Your ego is what's gonna make you get locked up. Your pride is what's gonna make you not go follow the steps the right way. And nah, I'm stepping down on these motherfuckers right now, and they not taking my shit. See, this is a different type of game that's being played right here. If you don't know the rules and you don't know the rules of the game, you're not gonna win, bro. And that goes with all aspects of life. When it comes down to shit, yo,
And see,
the dude just sued Red Bull. The dude just sued Red Bull because the shit didn't give him wings. You gotta know
see,
the rules of the game, bro. It's
right.
rules of the game. That's if you don't know, you can't do it. Yeah, and that's all
And
it is.
and in Cali, squatters trying the same tactic in California. But the difference is in California, what the homeowners are doing instead of, running and calling the police, what they doing is letting the city know that they need to do an inspection on their property.
Hmm.
And see, they can go on there with that inspection, say this faulty, this is uninhabitable, and then the motherfucker got to get up out of there. They kicking squatters out of shit in
Right,
California with that inspection tactic.
right. See what I'm saying? If you know the rules of the game, you can play the game with them.
and
Okay,
they
it's
and they
cool.
got to and they got to let you inspect the property. Ain't no you ain't home. You
Yeah.
got to they give you 24 hours notice in California. You got to be there. And yeah, the homeowner can come in and say, God damn it, they done found some black mold. Everybody got to get up out of here.
Mm.
Straight like that.
They don't play about that mold shit. That's one thing they don't play about that mold shit, bro. They will contaminate the whole house and kick your ass up out of there for that mold shit, bro. Nah, that's
So
definitely
that's how the homeowners fighting back in California that's dealing with the squatter issue.
yeah,
But
and
it's still fucked up that this lady had to go to jail, bro. I get it, but at the end of the day, if I got the deed to land, ain't now motherfucker supposed to be on there, man. Fuck what a squat. A squatter ain't got no goddamn rights. You ain't even supposed to be on my shit. How the fuck you got rights? Like
see
real shit.
see, I like California rule. See this? California rule says a person must continuously possess a property and pay taxes for a period of 5 years before claiming the property. So see, that's more realistic right there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you show me continuous payments that you're paying taxes on this property, is oh hold up. What's going on, Naeem?
Can y'all hear
Naeem
me?
just
I'm just gonna
jumped
be
in.
a little bit loud because I wanted to say about this. I don't mean to interrupt y'all because I
No,
thought
no,
y'all
you
calling
good.
me. I'm gonna like call back in like 30 minutes after I say this, but like, so I've claimed unclaimed property before, and how the process goes, and I've done it in Maryland and in Virginia. How the process goes, and this is like everywhere except for these, excuse my language, these shithole places like New York and California where nobody should be
Yeah,
living in the first place.
right.
Every state in all 40 commonwealths have offices of unclaimed property. This is a whole thing. This exists every place, especially Maryland, especially Virginia. All you have to do, and unclaimed property is anything from a car, land. If you work the job and you ain't get your last paycheck, that is considered unclaimed property. So, and what you would do is you would go to your website. You can literally Google Maryland Unclaimed Property Office. in the website. It's a government website. It'll come up. There's a form on the website that you have to print out and fill out. You can't just go online and type it in. At least when I did it, you couldn't, but they don't let you do that because on the property thing, you have to know, like, let's just say, like, so my granddaddy had passed away. We wanted to see if he had anything. He had an orchard. So he lived in Maryland. I went to the Maryland website, and you have to know, like, all you have to do is, like, type in a person's name. You don't have to know anything about them. The more information you have, the better. So, like, name and birthday, it'll come up,
Mm-hmm.
like, anything that person has that is unclaimed. So if you type your name in, you'll be like, oh, damn, I had a check from 5 years ago. I never cash. You have to claim that if you want it. It'll still be good. You just have to go through this process. So you fill out the form. The thing is, you have to attach proof. Now, if the person is deceased, you have to attach the death certificate. You have to attach pictures of or a copy of their license or their ID, proof of their residence, all this stuff. And you have to give all that information for yourself, including social security number. Then you have to go to the office or mail your packet because there's a lot of steps you have to go through. You have to mail that in to wherever the office is. And then when everything gets processed, then that's when they turn that stuff back over to you, and it's no longer unclaimed. It works the same. It's the same thing with all property. So the fact that there's people up there in New York, what the fuck do you mean somebody walked into your property? And I imagine, because I mean, I was trying to get a permit for DC. They wanted 4 times the damn requirements. I'm like, man, I'll come back to this another time. Like,
Right.
all the steps that you would have to go through in order to actually walk. You can't, like, that's how I know, like, I don't believe nothing the news say is bullshit, bro. Because I've been through this. You can't do that. I had a $50 check. And it'll tell you what the property is when you type your name in. Oh, unclaimed property check less than $50. $49 check from an old job when I was a teenager. Never got claimed. It's gonna sit there. These things don't expire. They have stuff just sitting around. That's how a lot of people found out. Oh, my uncle had some land. My grandma had a bin somewhere. Like, remember back in the day, old people used to be like, "Oh, we just waiting on our check in the mail." Like, that's what that is about. So what do you mean somebody was inhabiting your property in New York of all places?
Right.
Especially if you live outside the city. Like, it's not. New York is like a farm outside of the city. So it's like, what do you mean somebody was inhabiting? That's how I think
And you
it's fake, but it's like, but
and
if
you
it's not
showed up with
fake,
the deed.
but that's what I'm
And you
saying.
showed up with
Then,
the
hey,
deed
this is my
now.
property. You don't have to. I don't have to explain anything. Now, if she was smart, one, she wouldn't live in New York, but two, I would have blew that nigga into hell. You can explain to the
Man,
devil,
what?
like you can explain to the devil how you got there and why you got there so soon. Because you're not gonna
Man,
walk
sir.
into my house. And this is why, like, I'm gonna be putting that video together this weekend. I've been busy, but just like the stuff that I just carry around with me, because you don't know if you're gonna run into this. A motherfucker in California, you've been living there your whole life. Your family done got abused. You've been putting up with BS. But God forbid you one day late on your car show, and now you can't even drive around, but they can just come and do whatever they want to do.
Come snatch your
And
shit.
you just up there screaming. I'm not screaming, bro. It's my side of the story, and whoever this invader is, like, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah. Real
Walking into
talk.
your house? This is my mother. I don't care if I haven't been here in 10 years. This belongs to me.
If I got the deed, you're not finna take me to jail.
And not
That's
even
just
that.
point blank.
Personal property taxes is due every year. New York is a property tax place. There's only a few
Yeah.
places in the United States where you're not paying for the things you owe. A lot of people have those houses and all that stuff, especially up north. Anywhere really up north is anything above Pennsylvania and above. A lot of those people have those type of properties and abandoned houses and places they're not inhabiting because it's a tax break. You don't have to go there. I'm paying for this. She was doing too much talking for me. I couldn't understand, like, why, what are we negotiating? This is my house.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what
Nah,
are we
for
talking
real.
about?
Nah, for real. Like, there's no reason to be negotiating right now. Hold on.
These people and getting on, like, was you just trying to get on TV and then I get arrested for going off about my place and we gonna stand here and talk? I'm not about to dance with you.
Right.
Like, are you serious? Like,
Man,
I'm
this
just
woman
gonna,
all in the house. She all in the house talking through the window to the fucking news man.
Wait,
And
so I thought she said that the people that was originally in there, I thought she like had paid them to fix up the house so she could sell it.
Nope.
Oh,
nah,
they just popped
that's
up?
what Buddy. That's what
Yeah,
Buddy
it just
said.
popped up.
But Buddy
What the
said
fuck?
he showed Buddy showed receipts that he fixed the house. He fixed some stuff in the house. But that's what I was asking. Who gave you permission to fix anything in the house?
So you broke into
It,
my house, you fixed everything. Like, that's what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah,
about.
I'm with
It
Naeem,
don't
bro.
even
I
make
thought
sense. Like,
that's crazy. I thought that she had paid them to work on the house and then that's how they got in. That's why
hell
I
Nah.
said it
nah,
was a
bro.
play from the beginning. These motherfuckers just popped up and now you in nah, hell no.
and you
Bro,
Mm,
they
started even
popped up.
questioning how a person who came through the country from somewhere, wherever they came from. So you came through Texas and you got to New York magically. And not only
Hmm.
did you get to New York magically, you just happen to know what neighborhood to go to. Everybody getting played. You just happen to know what neighborhood to go to, what house you can go, and somehow you become Bob the Builder and can fit. So you broke. So you mean to tell me you left your country as a contractor to come and somehow that's what I said, bro. This is such all this shit is just such a lie. You're gonna tell me you're a migrant, but you got on Jordans and a fucking iPhone 15.
I'm
Like
talking
you
about
got a better cell phone than me. Talking about like, oh yeah, a nigga ain't got no home country but got Wi-Fi or a cell service, Telemundo, whatever. See this
They don't have no
man,
trespassing. They don't have no trespassing laws in New York. Like I know they don't have stand your ground, but they don't have nothing like somebody pop up in your shit. Like you can't do
bro.
nothing.
You down there, they'll be bringing stop and frisk back if you dropped your work badge on the ground. But oh, I can walk into a motherfucking house and because I paid to cut the grass. Ain't no like that's a shithole. I will man. I ain't never going there. I don't want to go
say
back.
not
I'm good.
say Naeem, wait till you see the lady finna show the police the deed.
I
Old
think I
buddy
seen the
gonna pull
clip.
up. He gonna
I
pull
see.
up some bullshit receipts on
yeah,
some
This is such
repairs that
a
she ain't even asked
bullshit.
him to do, and she went to jail.
yeah.
They just gave them people
Let me
debit
finish.
card. Yeah, I'm gonna call back in after I get this. I'll be back, y'all.
All
All
right.
right. Let me finish. Let me put this back on stage to get this shit finished so we can get to the next joint. Cause yeah, we ain't
That
done.
shit crazy, bro. The whole time y'all saying it, I'm thinking like she paid them to work on the house and that's how they got in. That's why I said it was a play from the beginning. I didn't know
Mm,
these were just some random folks in her house.
nah. You ready? See?
I said to them, let him take me to court the way I've been told to take him to court. But today, I'm not leaving my house.
Less than 10 minutes after police left and the locks were changed, the man who claims to be the one actually leasing the house shows up.
Call the police again.
With the other guy, police took off the property.
Do you see this? This guy just literally broke down my door, broke through myself and my daughter to get in here. This guy just forced himself into my house. No, he did not. Yes, he did. No, he didn't. And so did you. You broke through the front door. Officer.
The man called the police on her.
So why is it that I
What
have to
the
leave and he doesn't
fuck?
have to leave?
Because technically he can't be kicked out. We need to go to court.
They consider this a landlord-tenant issue. And by law, it has to be handled through the housing court, not with police.
If you own this
What the
house, you would not
fuck?
want her inside.
I don't own it.
Exactly,
Yes.
she does.
Yes, but then once again, you should know how the law works.
Yo, hold up. Look. Hold on. I just want you to look at this. Is why I always
This
gotta
motherfucker
shout
got
out,
on the North Face. This motherfucker got on the North Face bubble coat.
bruh. This
Those
is
expensive, nigga.
this is
That's
why
why I highlighted that video.
Those is not cheap.
That's
I
why I said
gotta. I always gotta shout out Young Grump in these videos that I do in these lives and stuff, yo, because Grump makes me pay attention to people's demeanor and people's, interactions and stuff, right? So as you look at these two interacting, look at the cop to the left, right?
A landlord-tenant
The,
issue. And by law,
right here. Does the woman cop in the back, does she seem interested in anything that's going on?
Hell no.
Her face tells you everything about why she's here right
it
now.
has to be handled.
Look at her face. Look at her face. She's basically her face right here says I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's that she's hitting y'all with the Marshawn Lynch right now. That mean I'm only here so I don't get fined. The lady in the back recording, she trying to get evidence. The police standing here. Look at the dude that's listening to the guy talk. He like, man, I done listen to this all the time, bruh. I don't even know why you sitting here explaining. I don't even know why I'm here. Cause I don't even he probably don't even know what like the whole situation with what's going on.
Hey, and that motherfucker with the jacket on is commanding the whole scene.
It's the man, yeah, bro.
He commanded the whole scene. And
As
going back to the point you made about knowing how to play the game, that motherfucker say, "Yeah, I don't own the house, but you should know the law."
there you go. But for oh snap, what's up, Black Pole? Black Pole done jumped in here. What's going on? He
Shout out
said,
to Black Pope.
yeah, he said he glad we covering this. It's happening all over the country. I wish a motherfucker would. Hell yeah. Hell
That's what
yeah.
I'm
I know how
saying,
to get
bro.
them
If
out the crib
somebody,
immediately.
yeah,
uh,
bro, if somebody at my crib, nigga, if I don't whoop your ass right there, I'm gonna go get my niggas and we gonna come up and beat your ass. Like, why are you in my house?
and and like he's telling that's why I said look at the police's demeanor, and I always gotta shout out young Grump with this stuff, bro. It's because look at the demeanor of the police, bro. They don't want to be here. They don't want to be here, bro. They don't care about what's going on. They just trying to get out of there, bro. That's why one's saying
And
something and one is not saying anything.
and I just think, and these the motherfuckers you supposed to be calling if some shit going down.
Real talk. Real
These
talk.
these cops with that demeanor, body posture, these the motherfuckers gonna come help you.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, see,
Exactly.
nothing about this situation seems like it's bothering them. Everything about is like, why am I here? Like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying?
Through the housing court, not
Look at her face. Look, her face never changed. It still ain't. Her face never changed, bro. She's looking around. Look, she's staring off into space. She probably looking at the wall like, "Dang, they did a bad job on that plaster." Bruh,
nah, for real.
she's not even entertained
She
on
not
what's
even,
going on,
man, that girl is thinking about who on her feed right now.
bruh.
Mm.
On her, she talking about who on her Instagram feed and who she finna get who she finna DM. She ain't
Real
nowhere
talk,
near what's going on right there.
real talk, bruh.
with police.
If you own this house, you would not want her inside.
House. I don't own this.
Exactly,
Yes.
she does.
Yes, but then once again, you should know how the law works.
I do
And
know
then
how it
Mm.
works.
there's rules to the as you got to go to court.
It's rules to this shit. He just,
You know what's crazy? So it's like a motherfucker, you buy a house and you thinking, all right, this is my house, you know what I'm saying? But
Nope.
it's other rules to the shit that
Mhm.
people are depending that you don't know so they can bank on that.
Right?
'Cause that's basically what he just said. Like, yeah, you got the deed and shit, but you don't know everything. And since you don't know everything, I'm gonna manipulate that. I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Basically, basically.
That's crazy. And who taught this nigga's illegal? Who the fuck taught him that? He just got to this
Nah,
country.
nah, nah. That's a native. That's a
No,
native
he
New
in
Yorker.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
he in a fellow new. See, but what it is though, he might know some illegals because
See,
the couple of people that got kicked out before that, he said that, oh, we just started renting here.
See, this the
Mm.
play. This the play. The government is giving people money to house migrants. So a motherfucker like this up in New York, native New Yorker, he see all these migrants coming up here. Shit, let me get on this realtor.com and see where some vacant properties at and how long they been on this motherfucker. And once he post up, take adverse possession. Now the lady got to evict him. Meanwhile, he finna get a kickback from the government the whole time he in there because he gonna be housing migrants.
hmm And then now you gotta kick out. You gotta go through 30 days, another 30 days, another 2 years for each migrant that's in there that comes in there to rent because each one is gonna get full renters rights. This that's crazy. And all he gotta do is come up with a bullshit lease. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just come up with a bullshit lease and hand that shit off. And yeah, that motherfucker he gonna be straight. They gonna have that. They gonna have that shit straight. No, no, you good. You good, Fio. Fio said he had to go
Shit.
back
You
to the
already know
chat.
he at work.
Yeah, we know you at work. It's all good. Shit. But yeah, man, this stuff is crazy. It's crazy. And like you said, it's rules to this shit. And I just said that, bro. You gotta know the rules, bro. You can't play the game if you don't know the rules, bro. All he's doing is just going off the rules of the game, bro. And if you can't go by the rules, this is how you get caught up in a situation like this. Now, had the lady like, because she owned the house. You know what I'm saying? Had she not just let the house sit there and she actually lived there, like, or came there this time, checked on the house and made it look like somebody lived there type shit, he probably would have never even looked at that house. He probably would have skipped over that shit. But
Right.
the fact that he could tell that this house was, on the market for sale like it was, and wasn't nobody living in there type shit. Yeah.
Shit, he a native New Yorker. Shit, you never know. That motherfucker might have been scoping that bitch with his own eyes. He may not even went on no website to know that ain't nobody coming to that motherfucker.
Real talk, and that's a good point too, B. That's a very good point right there. Ain't no,
You know how a house to be for sale on your street and that motherfucker just sit there and sit there and sit there.
roll past that motherfucker like 7 times. Like, yo, I ain't never
You
seen
know what
nobody
I'm
come
saying?
over here.
And then you just pass through one day, you got people outside the front yard be like, damn, somebody moved in that bitch. Yeah.
Hell
Yep.
yeah. Hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah, buddy in complete confidence mode because he know the rules.
Yeah, he in control. He controlling the game. That's why he at the door talking to the people as if he really owns this shit. Because I mean, he is confident that he's gonna win this.
Send me to civil court.
He says he signed a lease in October, but wouldn't tell us with who.
I got proof longer than that.
Show us the proof.
But who are you for me to show? I showed it to cops.
Dan with Channel 7 News. If you don't want to show it, you don't want to show it.
Proof. Come here, brother. I like that.
I would like to see it.
He didn't show me a lease.
This is a bill.
A bill for work he says he had done to the house. He didn't show police a lease either.
The police department doesn't have the lease?
No.
He's got no documentation.
Just bills.
So Adele, you're getting arrested right now?
Being arrested
For what?
for being in my own home.
And where's your lease?
She's fighting the house. It's not her house anymore.
My deed
That's
is
what was
current
told
and
already.
legal.
Arrested for unlawful eviction. She changed the locks on a man who claims he lives there.
So how does this all end then? When do you leave?
The way it ends is either she pays me my money that I put into the house, pay me the money, and I'll leave, or send me to court, and we deal with the judge in court.
Ooh, ooh. Boy,
Daddy,
boy,
you
could
seen
boy could have said, I did 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 worth of work in this joint. he
say,
can make
man.
he can make up any kind of amount, right?
And judging by how that yard look, ain't nobody been at that crib for a minute.
Bruh, you can
That
look at the
that grass,
wall.
that grass yellow in the motherfucker.
You
Which means ain't nobody been there, ain't nobody been watering it. And again, at the end of the day, this is some fucked up shit. Cause ain't no way I got deed in my hand and you still finna have your motherfucking ass standing there.
did you hit? Hold up, bro. Hold up. Let's go back. Oh no. Where we at? Right here. Right here. Right here.
7 News. If you don't want to show it, you don't want to show it.
Proof. Come here, brother. I like that.
I would like to see it.
He didn't show me a lease.
This is a bill.
A bill for work he says he had done to the house. He didn't show police a lease either.
The police department doesn't have the lease?
No.
He's got no documentation.
Just bills.
So Adele, you're getting arrested right now?
Being arrested
For what?
for being in my own home.
And where's your lease?
She's fighting the house. It's not her house.
There you go. She's fighting for the house. It's not her house. They fighting for the joint. Which one? Kiani's? Like,
That's the American dream right there. That
bruh,
is. That is right there.
the land of the free and the home of the brave.
There it is right there. There it is. You're looking at the finest. You're looking at a good, upstanding citizen.
The world
Pay tax,
talk.
all that shit. Probably ain't got no criminal background. Probably ain't had nothing but a speeding ticket. You know what I'm saying? Never
Mm,
had no warrants or nothing. But you headed to jail. And you showed up with the deed.
with the deed in hand.
The squatter ain't show police shit, and he's still in there.
Ain't showed him nothing but a bill. But
They
a bill
said that
that
the man didn't show him no receipt. He ain't show him. He showed some repairs, and that woman
no
still going to jail. Man, it's the country we
no
living in.
cap, no cap. I write invoices all the time on my phone, bruh. So it ain't nothing for him to put his own invoice together and say that, I mean, XYZ hired him to do this.
Right? Yeah, that's where we at.
And that, yo, and see, this reminds me, yo, this reminds me of the incident, bro, that had. Remember, I called you the other day and told you the dude pulled up on the lawn talking about he was coming to get a lawnmower and shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this reminds me of that. Had I not been here, and nobody was here, we was like out of town or something on vacation. Bro, could have just went in there, grabbed the lawnmower, the trailer, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
and nobody would have known nothing. He walking back and forth, looking around and shit. I'm like, hold up, what the fuck going on here? Like shit, I ain't even gonna cap. I grabbed the strap. Ebony gonna ask me why I'm grabbing shit because I don't know what he here for.
Shit.
You
I
know
mean,
what he here for?
that's automatic reaction. Somebody on your
Yeah,
goddamn property.
hell yeah, shit. I don't know what he here for. Exactly. See, Fio write car repair invoices as a mechanic. You see what I'm saying? Hey yo, it's not hard to get a bill, an invoice for something. Yeah, I mean it's not hard.
See,
Dang, bro. And then the only thing Buddy gonna do is change them locks right back.
man, buddy finna take them locks off soon as the cameras leave.
As soon as it can, yeah, he change them joints right back. So you done paid for a locksmith, you done paid for locks. Now you gotta pay to get out of jail.
Right. All while having deed in your possession.
Mm. That's crazy.
And again, this is the so when we talk about civil war, we talk about, disruptions of different kinds. How many more people gonna get done like this before people start snapping?
Mm-hmm. Nah,
I
nah.
mean, 'cause all it's gonna take is one to start snapping, and then that's gonna be a wrap. That's gonna be the new MO.
Mm-hmm. Shit.
Because people
Who
people at
who
their limits right now. If the gas high, everything high, motherfuckers are struggling just to maintain their normal standard of living. And you got people playing games like this.
Hey, who's to say a motherfucker won't take it a step further and go after somebody who actually living in the house?
See,
You see what I'm saying? Because technically to be deemed as somebody living there, you gotta have some type of mail or some shit going there. So
I'm telling you, that motherfucker done set that shit up as somewhere where
yeah.
migrants can come get housing.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? He done already set it up to where he got some kind of correspondence from the state coming to that motherfucker. Because you ain't just picked that house out the blue.
Nah, heck no.
Again, black people always last and late to shit. These motherfuckers up there already know, hey man, we can get some. You can get how much for housing what? Okay,
Mm,
so I can get how much per head? This a 3 bedroom, 2 bath. Shit, I can
right.
get about 15 motherfuckers in here on some air mattress shit.
Sure. Huh. Real talk.
Real
You
talk on
already
some
you
IMAX
already
shit.
know. You already know
Cause you
they
see,
ain't worried about it.
you can tell exactly. You can tell that the house ain't really furnished. You got that bullshit ass
Mhm.
couch right there and that goddamn lamp, but there ain't really no furniture in that motherfucker, man. That's
Bruh.
for a motherfucker to come and lay their head and he can get that money.
Exactly. That's all that joint is like a rest stop
That's
for them.
that's all that shit is. All he doing with that motherfucker. And again, I say that not with no factual proof, but in that
Just
he a native New Yorker
hmm.
and you up there seeing it,
Hmm.
yeah, you got a plan. You ain't just pulled up just to live there.
Bruh. The dude said, yeah, I just got here. I just rented this joint for 2 days. I've been renting here for 2 days.
See what I'm
Like
saying?
I've been
See what
renting
I'm
here
saying?
for a couple weeks. Like these people, they can't lock up all the people that's in there because they going what they locking them up for criminal trespass. That's a whole bunch of wasted paperwork.
Exactly. Exactly. So again, when the law don't change, there's no redress with the authorities.
Mm,
So
mm, mm.
at the end of the day, man, this shit come is gonna come down to what the fuck you gonna do in a situation. Will you be ready? Will you be prepared? Have you made your peace with your loved ones and yourself if it come to that?
You
Because
know,
again, what people don't understand is freedom ain't free. These motherfucking privileges and so-called rights, this shit was paid for in blood,
hmm
not just by our own people. And we in a time where these rights, this shit is being tested. See, everybody is being tested in one way or another. And that's why I'm banging on this. It's gonna come down to what the hell you gonna do when you can't call the police. Cause it's coming to a city near you. Pittsburgh's just the beginning. Like black folks say, this shit happening all over the country. This is just one story that we picked up on. This shit happening. How many more times? How many more houses? How many more people going through this same shit right here? So yeah, this ain't shit
this ain't no isolated situation.
at all. Again, the boy just went viral for telling the motherfucking migrants, yeah, come on over. They got squatter laws. We can come take their houses. Now, mind you, about 3 months ago, when they first started this shit, what did Elon Musk say? When they first closed their school in New York, Elon Musk say, it's the school now. Next, they coming for your homes. He said this shit
hmm
in January. Now look at what's going on.
No, he did say they definitely said that. And and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? People so caught up to what's going on with Diddy and the whole allegations and you know all this stuff is being presented right in y'all face and y'all really don't grasp the concept that there's a new wave of people that's coming through. And what's that to say for the people, the American people that's already here? What you tell me yesterday, B, about the people that got fired and got backdoored
Oh
with a
yeah,
whole bunch of migrants?
Tyson Foods.
Tyson Foods. B was just telling me Tyson Foods fired
Tyson Foods
all
fired
their
all
employees,
Americans
all
and
them,
backdoored and hired none but immigrants right in your face. I'm finna pull the article up. I'm finna
and
pull it up in 1 second.
send it to me so I can present it on the joint.
If I do that, I'm gonna tell you the link
Yeah,
because
send me.
if I send it to you, then
Oh,
I'm gonna get took off the stream
okay,
because I'm on my phone.
okay.
Yeah,
Tyson
yeah. Tyson Food layoffs. That shit should come right
layoff.
up.
Yep, I see it.
That shit major. That shit was a major thing.
And like, but back to what I'm saying. Y- They a whole new wave of people is coming in. Tyson Food. releases all their workers to hire migrants. So wouldn't that tell you that they're trying to create a new wave of citizens because they sick of our shit. I mean, they tired of getting told what we gonna do, what we not gonna do, how much we want, when we could work, what times we could be there. We got shit to do on this day. I need vacation. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers don't need vacation because one, they come in here to reap the benefits that we're getting. So they're gonna take with if they go back to $7 an hour, they'll be happy with that.
See, here we go. Where we at? 11 days ago. This is what is the source of this? Times Now Digital says Tyson Foods faces boycott calls for planning to hire immigrants after mass layoffs in Iowa.
Mm,
Tyson Foods is facing boycott demands because it plans to employ 52,000 migrants to work in its plants after shutting an Iowa factory this week. At a
mm,
job expo in New York City in recent weeks, the corporation employed scores of asylum applicants from Colombia, Venezuela, and Mexico. They traveled to
yeah.
work at the company's Humboldt, Tennessee chicken factory. In the wake of Tyson's Tyson's wave of closure, poultry and meat processing facilities in Iowa, Virginia, Arkansas, Indiana, and Missouri, activists are pleading with customers to cease purchasing the company's foods. They accuse Tyson of abandoning U.S. born workers in favor of cheaper migrant labor, citing the company's effort to recruit thousands of asylum seekers in New York at $16.50 per hour, along with free immigration attorneys. See,
Mm, mm, mm,
yeah, this is your country now. This is where you at. This is where you at. This ain't happening. This is not a movie. This is happening in real time.
mm. And you know
52,000 immigrants.
fit
You know what
and
I
I
mean?
told you remember I was telling you last night when I used to work at the Under Armour factory, bro. They the same shit, bro. They had Portuguese, Venezuelan, Guatemalan workers all up in there. And daggone ice came running through that joint, bruh. It happened Under Armour factory, bruh. Snatched out all them people. Cause cheap, like you said, it's cheap labor, bro. Bro, why? If I'm gonna pay, if I'm gonna pay $16 an hour for a nigga that's ungrateful, that wants to show up when he wants to show up, always late. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, don't go to break at this correct time. Never come
I'm
back
talking
from
about half-ass doing the job.
half-ass doing a job. Exact. Then you telling me what you gonna do or what you not gonna do for this $16 an hour because you don't get paid enough for that. Well, guess what? These people is swimming over through waters that you would never fucking fathom to get into to get over here. Guess what? They'll do that shit for $16 an hour and be happy with a smile on their face. Can I get a Coca-Cola after? Yeah,
Real
man.
talk.
Shit.
Real talk. They ain't finna wrestle. They're not finna keep wrestling with, again, you talking about a generation, we like two, three generations removed from motherfuckers that even grew up knowing what the fuck work was, bro.
Hmm.
No, like real talk. I ain't never seen so many, it ain't, for me, what I done seen, it don't be so much of the pay. Motherfuckers just be lazy
Hmm.
at the end of the day. People in general are just much more lazier than they were 10, 20 years ago.
Facts.
So that's a big reason why the workforce, the quality of work is went down in general. It ain't just the wages. It's when you people don't like what they doing, then the performance is gonna reflect that. But what you do, what people don't understand is you're being replaced by people who don't have those issues. They there for a check. They coming for a check. They ain't coming to say hi. They ain't coming to socialize and have small talk at the water cooler. They coming for a goddamn check, period, point blank.
Word.
They ain't worried about workers' rights and all that shit. They don't care about none of that. So these are the replacements.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got a job, you might want to make sure that you're doing that motherfucker to the best of your ability.
Facts.
Because the days of bitching and hooting and howling on these jobs, that shit is done.
Mm-hmm.
They got motherfuckers that come over here and work for fucking twice as less as what they paying you now.
That's it, but hey, yo, if they really wanted to take minimum wage back down, like yo, you know what, we taking minimum wage back down to this much, bruh. They would have no problem with it.
Let me see this here.
They don't like because it's too hard. Yeah, I mean, bro, because one for yo, like B said, the time from for actual backbone labor and elbow grease labor and learning how to use your hand labor is out the damn door. You see what I'm saying? Before you was able to damn torque gun that damn tire on there, you had to get the damn crossbar out and manually hand tighten that shit, bro. And then jump on that joint to make sure them lugs is fully secured. Like now, bro, we got torque guns, so you don't get calluses on your hands no more. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
you don't scrape your knuckles no more reaching around shit and yeah, because everything is made for you not to be is one safety issues, safety reasons, precautions, and make the job easier for you so you don't have to use so much backbone to get the job done. But that's what made society soft. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't work with our hands no more. Nobody really has a green thumb. Like you gotta really grow up in that time to want to actually have a green thumb, or I mean be able to change a tire or change a oil, or you know what I'm saying, shit like that, bruh. Change brakes, like I mean, man, I be I just be looking. I just be looking at it, bruh. Like
So that's all we can do is
I just
look
be
and,
looking
and, and see the play and plan accordingly.
and playing accordingly. Yeah, because I see that I've been grasped the concept. There's no way. There's no way. One person's talking about no. We're building a wall so these people can't come over. We gonna keep the money within the American society, and then you got the other person coming, and we dropping the walls. We letting them over
I'm talking
because
about go the whole opposite direction.
complete complete 180. You know what I'm saying? And and,
Straight
and
up.
and nah, we gonna let all of them in, and yeah, we gotta do that for them. Okay, cool, I get you, but they not even gonna buy it the right way. They just storming the Capitol. But then that not only that, you know, y'all firing people and daggone hiring the new people. So that's a play. That tells me everything I need to know right then and there. That tells me everything I need to know. Y'all using the migrants for a new society, bruh. I
Yep.
mean,
They can
it's,
come over in Chicago. You got the federal judge that said, and this a black motherfucker that said, yeah, the illegals can purchase firearms.
hmm.
See, are you ready to deal with them gangsters? See, they gangsters different from American gangsters.
You
They
just said
they gang they gangsters a whole different gangster. Now, imagine These motherfuckers walking around with straps now,
Hmm.
with a whole different cultural understanding of violence
Hmm.
and all of that.
Before they even get to using the firearms, they been done hit you with a machete or a knife or some crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like these motherfuckers, they
But
don't have.
just the fact that you got government officials, a judge, a
Hmm.
federal judge, who said that it's cool. They ain't even gotta have no background checks to get no weapons. But the American people still got to fill out the form.
Hmm.
See, it's shit again, it's shit like this as we coming up on November. You got all these cyber events taking place.
Hmm.
It's rumored that it was a cyber event, which is why that ship lost power in Baltimore. Um, with all this shit going on at the same time, the pressure gonna bust a pipe, man.
Hmm.
Pressure
And
gonna bust a pipe, bro. Let something go down with this election, and I'm telling you, all bets are off.
you
Motherfucking play and bullshit. I'm telling you,
fuck
you already got that motherfucker talking about it's gonna be a bloodbath if he don't get back in there.
nah, fuck that, B. Eh, Now, peep game. Now that you just said that because it leads me right to what you was talking about because I gotta present this. Uh, Baltimore officers are at a dangerously low level right now. So it's like it's a it's not enough Baltimore police out here. That's what they're trying to say. So they going through Baltimore is going through a shortage when it comes to officers being on out and you know
Ain't that where you live?
yeah,
I was just trying to make sure. I was just trying to make
yeah,
sure. Yeah.
yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
what that's what made me remember was because yeah, I mean, you just said that the joint about the bridge, and I was like, and it got me thinking like, okay, I just seen this literally a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, and does this have to do? Is this something that's going on? The bridge goes down. Motherfucking police shortage. They telling you that look, we ain't gonna be active from the hours of this time to this time. Uh, it's just so much stuff happening. And then I was telling you that key bridge, bruh, is what it's called, the key bridge, bruh. Like,
The key bridge is the bridge that allowed all hazardous material to go in and out the city.
it's a key
Because
bridge,
remember,
bruh.
y'all,
That
that it's the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Hmm.
This
yep.
is, it's like everything is so ridiculously symbolic. There's no coincidences. So, like, if y'all
Because you
know,
know that's how the elites talk and Naeem, they speak in symbols.
and
Hmm.
the Francis Scott Key wrote the Star Spangled Banner.
Right.
So it's like, and remember that scene from Leave the World Behind, where the ship, like,
Yep.
it was an oil
Come on
tanker
with it.
that
Come
was,
on with it. Come on.
when
Come
that
on.
oil tanker, so like in the beginning, it was that little girl was the first person to say, "Hey, there's a problem." Like she's the first person to notice everything, and her parents was just like, "Shut up and keep playing, watching Friends." And then the brother's like, "I think it's a problem," and then they're like, they look up, and the thing just kept going, kept going, kept going. They said, "Oh, that oil tanker lost power, but it ran ashore, and everybody had to run for their life." And I'm just like, well, that's what they said happened to that ship in Baltimore, is that it lost power, and they called it Mayday. That's how they was able to stop people from going. But it's like, how convenient is it that
Thank you.
you lose power 20 minutes into your voyage going to Sri Lanka? You don't even get to leave the port for real. And you just happen to hit the beam that brung the whole thing down. Granted, Baltimore needs some infrastructure help, but they were, because I was thinking that, because that Francis Scott Key is 695, which is if you have any hazardous material, you can take that and go around because you can't take like explosives. I think the only thing you can take through that Baltimore tunnel is diesel. Anything else or anything that's like non-explosive or like, but all explosive you can't take through. But yeah, like I was saying, man, like it's only gonna get worse. And I think that they want to rile regular people up so they can get us out into the streets and doing stuff. Because like, how are you gonna tell me somebody who went to jail for marijuana when they was 15, they cannot have the right to bear arms with a literal criminal, like somebody who committed a crime can break into somebody's house, break into the country, and not only break into the country, you can traffic people, but they don't want to bring up human trafficking when they talking about you have to move in a person from one place to another. If what's his name, Greg
Hey,
Abbott, if you move people from Texas to Boston or wherever he was sending them, that's literally human trafficking. But it's not trafficking if you do it. Like they want to rile us up so we can be out here fighting because you defend yourself against one of these people, you go to jail. They harm you, and it's like, oh, they need help.
Hmm.
This everything is just everything is crazy, and it's only gonna get worse the further we get
That's
closer to November.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like it, all this stuff is happening too much back to back. One, you gonna say, oh, we rolling out terrorism on the
right.
boat accident, right? Okay, cool. But then, but then, the same time that this stuff is happening, they're on a couple days before that make a whole announcement that you get it's a shortage on police and it's at an all-time low and it's very dangerous for the city and all this other stuff. And then and then prior to that happening, yeah, I mean, before that even happens, you tell motherfuckers like, look, from the time this time to this time, we're not gonna be active. So if you have altercations that happen, so all this stuff is happening to back to back, and nobody, and you not putting one plus one plus one plus one. You're not adding this shit up. You're
And
not
it's not
taking
just
this
happening here.
shit. Is
It's
yeah,
not just happening here.
it's
We
not
just
just
got an
here.
announcement the other day about the police. It's a whole list of things they said they're not replying to between like 11 to 7 a.m. It's gonna get
Hmm.
sent to an automatic. Leave a message. We'll get back if it's
We'll
serious.
get back to you.
They
Yeah.
said shoplifting is one of them. Like if somebody's stealing your car, they're not coming to get like, bro, what is going on? And remember, Moscow just had a terrorist attack where
Hmm.
4 people went into the concert hall. I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was an exact movie with the exact country and the exact concert hall where terrorists walked in there and just started gunning people down. Like the videos is everywhere. This is happening everywhere around the world. Like this is the year of unrest. And the fact that people have sat around on their hands so long, worrying about what celebrity is sleeping with who got a Rico for something that don't even exist. Like, what are you going to do if you look in your rearview mirror and the bridge is falling? This is a logistical nightmare. This is going to cause so much backup. I think the website, if you want to pull it up, it's called marinetraffic.com. People don't really know about this, but marinetraffic.com, you can see every vessel on the water on this planet in real time, where it's going, what's on it, what kind of vessel, whether it's a yacht, a fishing boat, an oil tanker. You can see this 24/7 in real time.
Oh
They got a
damn!
whole app
Hell
and
yeah!
everything. If you
Oh
pull
yeah!
that up right now and look at how much shit is on the water in every
Yeah.
country on this planet. A
Oh
bridge
yeah! I'm
going down is
looking
not a
at it.
little thing. This is not a little thing. Like, only a few people, y'all don't, people, not y'all, but people don't understand that Baltimore is a very significant place. You can talk about rappers and all of that, but we live on the coast. You ain't gonna,
Mm.
there is no supply chain without Baltimore. We have to really think about this.
Facts.
It's not
That's
just seafood and
I.
Temu orders. This
I
is
try to tell
real.
you, B. I was telling B that I was telling B this shit last night, bro. Like we are like Lexington Market area is like a slave trade spot for real, like Lexington Market, bro. Like that's where a lot of the goods and all that shit was coming from. A lot of shit that you would get,
and,
So it's like
and not just
for
that,
th-
Chop.
for that bridge, that particular bridge to go down. Oh, that's gonna fuck up a lot of shit. For
Think about
f-
this. I work in 'cause I'm at work now. I work in oil and petroleum.
mm,
At least 2 or 3 times a month, I come up to Baltimore, and like early in the morning. If you're not taking what that bridge was, because you can't take the other ways, but you can go through the tunnel. If you go through the tunnel, that Baltimore tunnel, if you get off
895.
on that, yes, if you get off, it's 95, but 895 is the other way. You can go either way, will take you to the same spot. If you
Mm,
go through 95 and you get off at that first exit, and you just get off on that first exit and you just keep going all the way down. When you finally hit the end of the street, it's that police. It's like the police headquarters is down there. So you probably know what I'm talking about. It's the police headquarters. If you go down the street, literally stay on the same street, USS Gordon and then that other naval ship is always parked out there.
mm-hmm.
And every now and then they got ships from the Navy coming in. And when you go down 2 buildings, that's an oil terminal. Literal oil pipelines right there in Baltimore, pulling all type of stuff, not just petroleum. They
Right.
got slop and all jet fuels and all type of stuff. It's right there in plain sight. Nobody would know. You would have to be working in there to
You
see it.
gotta
But it's like
be, yeah.
all of this stuff is right there, right there. And it's just like imagine coming through the city and you load it, or you coming through the city trying to get stuff, but you
Mm.
don't have no way to get into the city now because the bridge is gone.
I told B, motherfuckers gonna have to take the long way, and you wonder why this shit is $6, $7. Yeah, I mean, with you was getting a bushel of crabs for 32. Now you gotta pay 72 for the same size because the nigga that just had to drive through the whole downtown, and it took him 6 hours to get there.
Real
Yeah, this
talk.
is bad. Like this is bad for everybody. Like bad, bad, bad. And it's not just going. This is gonna ripple out to everybody.
Hmm.
It's not gonna just be. And then by oh, this little bridge, this little thing, but it's like it's not because they're still gonna have to put that bridge back up, and that can take years, especially with the
Yeah.
price of materials and everything now. Like I think oil right now is like got to be $100 a barrel. You still got to get the stuff to there to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And then
Eh,
that just make you weak because it's like, oh, your infrastructure bad. All we gotta do is sail out, ship into it. Like I
Fuck
said,
and
marinetraffic.com. You see how much is on the water? You see it?
fuck that. And if you really just think about the amount of road rage that we had when the bridge was up, just think about the amount of road rage that we ready to have now that it's an influx of cars having to travel a detour different ways. It's gonna
Man,
be so
everybody,
much.
everybody that got to go to work is pissed off now
Yeah, it's
because
gonna be so
they got
many
to get up
problems.
extra early. It's gonna be more money I got to spend on gas.
Hmm.
It's gonna take me longer to get there, longer to get back to the house.
Hmm.
And you know it's always an accident on 95, man. I've been up. I used to go to New York
Always.
all the time, New Jersey all the time. There ain't nothing for it to be an accident that'll shut the whole 95 down. You have to go around. You don't have no choice but to
Hmm.
go around.
Shit,
And
and
that's
don't let
just
them and
domestic
don't
stuff.
let them be working on 95 because they
Man,
they don't never stop working on 95, bruh.
it ain't never done. It's never done. And when you coming down, that's gonna affect travel for holidays, travel for
Mhm.
everything.
Yep.
Submarines for the military that's got to get fueled up. Where do you think these people go? You don't. A submarine can't pull up to the Citgo. It's got to go
At all.
into these marine terminals, and it's literally a marine terminal, and then it's a private terminal on that same street, right, right when you get off where the bridge is at. And if it was debris in the water, I can't even get over there. So it's like
Ice isolation. Isolation. My fault, name.
oh, you
Theo
good,
was
you good.
Theo was asking if they hit the bridge, why you think they hit it for? And I was just saying isolation.
because
Shit,
now everybody is
isolation
being
and
forced
supply
to go
chain
one way.
disruption.
Yeah, supply chain disruption. Yeah,
Cause like
It was
Naeem
an accident.
highlighted,
It was a good one.
that's a
Like,
major that's a
that's a
major port.
major bridge. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's a major port.
a feel like that bridge where it is, bro. It literally connects the water to the city. And if you don't take that bridge to get from the water to the city, you gotta go all the way around the water. That means you gotta go back through the city, all the way through downtown and all that shit, just to come all the way back down to get to where you need to be at. So it's like you going up to make a U-turn just to come back down the street. Basically, what the boat did.
and I just
Basically, what
thought
the boat.
about if you live on a loop, because that's the purpose of these loops, so you don't have to go through the city. If you live on the loop, whether it be 495, well, this is DC, but 895 or 695, good luck getting home.
Hmm.
Like now you're gonna have to find a new way to get home because the way to your house is that doesn't exist anymore.
So people who use GPS, which is damn near everybody gonna be on the same motherfucking route.
Yep. Just
Or
imagine, just imagine that the GPS putting 70,000 people on the same route as you. Yeah.
man, look, I ain't even think about like what if you live in because like another reason for these loops is maybe you have an overhyped vehicle. Them people that be in them Winnebagos, truck
Mm,
Yeah,
drivers,
that shit. Yep.
overhyped vehicle. Imagine needing the loop, and now you have to figure out how you gonna get around Baltimore, which is there is no getting around if you're going north,
hmm.
unless you gonna have to travel all the way out to the west and then go through Pennsylvania just to get back on route. That's not no little bit of
Yeah,
time.
that's not no little bit of time. That's what I'm saying. Like you literally gonna have to ride up, turn around just to come back down to get to where you need to be at, bro. It's gonna be so much people, crashing out, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. And then, and like I said, oh shit. Hold up. I'm gonna take this off. Let's get to this video with this guy talking about this shit. So people can see actually, yeah, I mean what we're talking about.
To say nothing event today. Our thanks to Indeed. Well, General Mike Flynn says the bridge collapse in Baltimore is a black swan event. Now, it's much bigger than we know, so let's unpack this. And I have to say, I've done everything over the past 24 hours since
Shout
this
out to
collapse
Redacted.
happened in the early morning hours to say nothing to
Oh shit. Yeah, heck yeah. My bad. Yeah, definitely shout out to Redacted, bro. Cause they definitely did some research on this. And this is gonna make you like so shit ain't supposed to make you be paranoid and scared and all schizophrenic and shit, but it's supposed to open your eyes and make you think about what could possibly be. Because is more than just what they show us. They want you to see one thing in a certain type of thing, and the media tell you that so you can just run with it. So you can be like, oh yeah, this happened, bro. They lost power and hit the beam and knocked the whole thing down. Yeah, it's all because there's technical issues. How do you know that? Was you on the boat to say that it was just technical issues?
Because they could have got hacked. Everything is run on the internet. Everything. Your plane, your vehicle can be hacked into. Everything can be plugged into a computer. So what if they did? Somebody hacked into the boat. They got a thing called a flipper. You can buy that
Hmm.
for like $200.
Hmm.
Your son can buy that and can be hacking into to semis running down the street, computers at Starbucks, and just taking over the whole thing.
I mean, hey, hey, Theo, I ain't gonna cap, bruh. I don't listen to nothing Biden say, bruh. I don't
Yeah,
even.
no,
Yeah, I don't listen to
that
nothing.
no. Everything he says is a lie. Like you can't believe none of these people, and it's hard to accept. Like, wow, the government would really knock over one of his bridges. Yes, the government would knock your grandma down. Like, what are you talking
Bruh,
about? Like,
bruh.
yeah.
Do you know? Do you know it would cost more for them to actually maintenance the bridge and put everything back, get it secured and sound, than to actually just knock it down and rebuild. It
Because they
would.
want
It
to
would.
control the people. They have to
Yeah,
break, they have to break us because we're the freest people on the planet. Even though we know we live in a surveillance state, we all slaves, we still have more freedoms than most places. When those people was 9,000 people was in that concert hall, that's a country that says no guns, no
hmm
self defense, no freedom of speech. You go to jail for criticizing them. Ain't no press. So whatever's coming out outside of the United States, or really here too, because we're the propaganda capital. But these people don't have freedom of the press. You don't know what's going on overseas when you see these things. You just gotta assume that, oh, he said it. Okay, well, you shouldn't do that. But there is no transparency, and nobody's being honest. This is why you have to look out for yourself, look out for your family, have your pace plan, your primary,
hmm
alternative, contingency, and emergency because of the bridge collapsing? Did you even have
situations like
something in your
this.
car to cut your seatbelt off and try to break the window? Do
Yeah.
you rehearse? Is the batteries in your smoke detector clicking in your house? Like, just
hmm
small things, man. Like, everything is crazy. I believe they knocked it down. I ain't,
Yeah,
you
bruh.
played the video.
You don't.
I don't believe nothing. Like,
Like, nah, but like real talk though, real talk though. Like B said, you gotta go through everything with a fine tooth comb, bruh. Like this the day and age where you can see that that's a girl, but then that motherfucker that motherfucker.
Chuck, we really like no. Look, I was just thinking about this the other day. They have forced everybody, bro. Do you? I mean, if you crazy, whatever, but like they have really sat up here and said a man with a 10-inch dick and balls can call himself a woman because he quote feels like a woman, and everybody just goes along with
And
that.
everybody goes
They say,
along with
yeah,
it.
that's a woman. Are you kidding me? I'm looking at a man. That nigga 6'8" in a dress, and
Mhm.
you're telling me and everybody's like, yes. That's when this shit started. When people started accepting the insanity.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You start accepting what's in front of
Now,
you
real
instead
shit.
of
This big,
questioning shit.
this real shit. Bigfoot motherfucking feet all touching all on the ground and shit and trying to wear some motherfucking heels.
Yeah, bruh. You s- like
Size 15 foot,
Yeah, that
big
type of
big,
shit,
earthy
man.
Bigfoot
big
hands.
dumbass
It's
hands, right?
crazy.
Big, motherfucking hands, fucking Andre the
Yo,
Giant
my
size. You
mama is
palming
6'3".
basketball. Nah, bruh, get the
My,
fuck out of here.
my mama is 6'3", and her hands is just as dainty as they come. Like,
Because
this
because
is
this
we really live in a time where somebody can be looking at it and tell you to accept something. Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's crazy.
because this is like I said, bruh. This is the time of age where you gotta go through it. You really gotta look at it, and then you gotta ask a question like, "Is this really what I'm seeing? Is this really what happened? Is because the first thing, and I ain't even gonna cat, bro. I don't even like the mayor. I don't like the mayor. Like, I mean, the mayor's not. He's not on my top list of being, up there. He gonna say, yeah, we already ruled out terrorism acts and stuff. And it's like, bro, how can you just rule out terrorism acts, bro? How? How? Do you know what's
That
going
that fast.
that
That
fast?
fast.
Bro, you still finding people in the water, bro. How you daggone? And then the person, one of the people that you find in the water, go straight home. He don't even go get to the hospital, get checked out. He goes straight home.
It's because he's loyal to a party. That's why I don't do the politic thing with left or right or green or blue or whatever these people call themselves. A bird don't
Mm-hmm.
fly with one wing. You never seen that. You're loyal to your party. Baltimore is still an important place. It's the smallest of the biggest cities that we have, but it's a very critical place. And
Right.
you have to do what the people tell you to do because you didn't get there by yourself. You don't own yourself no more. You are a part of the establishment. And if the establishment say, keep your mouth closed about this, we're gonna brush this off as that. How do you know, bro? It just happened.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't do any investigating. And then how do you just I seen the one person refused medical treatment, the other one went to what do you mean you refused? You just
There's
fell off a
no way,
bridge.
bruh, bruh.
What?
That's what
Nigga
we was
jumped out the water like, yeah, I'm good. I'm going home. Like, what the fuck?
that's what me and B was talking about last night. It's like B was saying like, yo, you gotta be some type of military background to be able to hit the water how you need to hit the water. Because falling from them heights and you hitting the water is gonna cause you to either break something or actually lose air. So and then on top of that, you got debris, glass, fucking metal, rods, all this shit that's in the water, falling in the water.
And they found him. And so was this person in a car? Because if you was a bro, you that bridge came down. You was not prepared for that. Oh yeah, we going scuba
Mm,
diving today. No, that's not what happened. You fell and you were in that car. So you
mm.
did you cut yourself out your seatbelt and get out the car? Were you asleep when the bridge fell
How
and you woke up
the
in the water?
question
Like
the question is how far if you was in a car, how far did that motherfucker go down before you was able to cut yourself out that bitch?
You
Because
can
again, coming from that height, you good if you was in a car, you good for 10, 12 feet before when that motherfucker dropped in the water. It didn't just drop and just start floating.
hmm And
And,
on top
and
on
was
top
it
of
was
that,
it like traffic and shit? Like, cause from the way it looked like the bridge was full of cars. So how is it only about 20 people?
well, they had stopped the cars. They had stopped the cars before the boat had got there, but the vehicles that were still on there, because they had worker vehicles on there, they had people that were still traveling on there. So the people that were still traveling, I guess most of the people made it off, but the people that was like working and in their cars and stuff like that fell in. But that's the thing. If you in your car, you can't just open your car door as if you're
Yeah, once that
outside.
water hit.
Yeah, once
Well,
that water's all
you had
around.
to, you had to 9 times out of 10, you had to cut yourself out of seatbelt. You had to have some type of uh glass breaker attached to a knife or some other type of tool
Mhm.
that you had. Break the glass. Now, all the while you underwater, break the glass and swim up without taking a breath. Come on, man. And you got caught off guard to begin with. Come
I'm
on,
not
man.
even. I'm not even
This
gonna
not this,
cap.
this is not this not Mission Impossible, man. Ain't nobody Tom Cruise in real life.
I'm not gonna
Would
cap.
y'all put
The
this as
amount
the
of
same
water.
thing? Would y'all put this like label it as the same thing as a school shooting?
no, no.
Nah, nah.
This is a little bit more calculated and planned out.
Yeah.
If this is a conspiracy for school shooter, that's just white supremacy doing its thing. Unless it is a false flag, which most of those people are probably Manchurian candidates anyway. But if the school shooting really even happened, but with this, you have to actually plan for this because it
Yeah.
wasn't that many people. They had a mayday call, so it wasn't people on the bridge like that. And again, knowing what I know and going through what I've been through and the trainings that I've been through for homeland security and those kind of things, bro, if you don't practice a lot of this stuff, if you're not just like the bionic bunny or something, bro, you're not gonna know in the moment of panic what to do.
Mhm.
Like, because you have to like, because most if you have a glass breaker for your car, it comes with a seatbelt cutter. You can get that from the city
Yeah, I
hall
got
now when
one.
they
That's
pass them out
I get
everywhere.
that
Like,
shit from the gas station.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's why I
People
got
sell
it.
them, but also, what kind of vehicle were you driving? Because most cars don't just sink; they start going down slow. So you might have maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes to get out that car. But most people carry the glass breaker in their car in reach where they can get it? We don't know. Like these
No.
are questions that regular people would just ask, like, "Oh man," because your electronics are done. You're not, and then did debris fall on top of your car? Did your mattress just
Exactly.
fall and nothing
Bruh,
crushed you?
I'm gonna tell you one thing, right? You get that car goes underneath that water and you break that glass. That water don't just pour in slow. That shit rushes in. It's like being
Yeah, that's
punched in
it.
the face.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
that's
being
it.
punched in the face. So it's like there's no way you're just gonna bust that glass and the water just seep in there and you're able to
And
maneuver out and all that. Hell no.
also, the
Hell.
And you
bottom of
got
our
people
cars
right
are
now that
open.
can't even
So
run.
Shit. Yeah,
the bottom of your car is open. So when that water, bro, if it floods too bad where you live at, where I'm from, it floods like ridiculous amounts. There'll be water inside your car depending on how far the water flood up because the bottom of your car is an open vessel into your
right.
car. So if you hit that water, you already have water rushing into your car.
Hmm.
And are you in shape enough to climb out? Like who? I just want to know who these people were. Because most people can't pull themselves out of a vehicle.
And most
Bruh.
people can't even do a pull up. That's
I'm
what I'm
ready to
saying.
say.
These people
I'm
not
ready to say.
built
Can,
for
can
shit.
you do 5 pull-ups? That's the question. Can you do 5 pull-ups?
Exactly.
Everybody
Right
that's
now.
watching, everybody that's watching, I'm testing you right now. Go and try to do 5 pull-ups and see how your breathing is after you do 5 pull-ups. Because I know for sure when I do 5 pull-ups, bro, my heart be like, do, 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 do. I be like, damn,
Exactly. Motherfuckers
like,
can't swim either.
bro,
So I
and
swam. I've been
and
swimming since
that's
I
it.
was a little kid. I swam in
Me too.
bottomless water a couple of times, and
Now
that's the
hold
most
on.
scary thing ever.
Now hold on, Naeem. Let me ask you this question, right? Have you ever dove off a diving board into the pool?
I've done that, and I've also jumped off of cliffs into lakes.
Okay, all right. So let me ask you this, right? Did you automatically know which way to go
Oh
back
fuck
to
no!
the
When you
surface?
jump, when you jump off them cliffs into bottomless water, not a pool, not a concentrated. You know there's a bottom.
Right.
Like I lost a flip flop, like because I couldn't get down there to get it. When you jump
Exact.
off, if you especially if you well I didn't have no goggles on, so you open your eyes. It's very
Oh my
murky. It's
God.
cold. It's like and you don't know how depending on how much you weigh too. When you jump in that water, you're going down. Like
Ooh.
Thank
it's
you.
not no playing around about that. And then you have to work your way back to the surface. And then
Yeah.
that's when you know like what's going on. You don't know
That's
when you
that's
jump
what
in
Dog,
there.
I
me and
jumped
B.
off of this a video on my Instagram when I graduated high school. Uh I jumped off a bridge, like lake. Like I had no vest on, nothing. Like I just took my clothes off and jumped in there. And my eyes was open. So you see like how bright it is and how dark it is. And it's
Mm,
like you gotta push yourself up. And even once you get up, using the strength to get up, you still gotta get to the land.
yeah.
And when you come to that surface, it's crazy because I think I swam like a mile and a half that day. Didn't even know I had it in me. But you can't just I'm gonna grab something. Ain't nothing to grab. You gotta keep swimming. You have to
Yeah.
Exactly.
keep going.
That's
Like you cannot
that's what I'm
stop.
saying. That's what I'm saying. Cause I was telling
Legs
B.
hurting.
I was telling B this. I'm like, B,
That shit
how
cold too.
how the heck did he fall in the water and then know exactly how to get back out the water? And B was like, yo, that's a good question because that water's dark and murky. So there's no way you just fell in that water and just knew, oh yeah, the surface is this way. I'm going right back to the surface. There's no way.
From
Especially if you
y'all,
especially if you
not go
fell in sideways or fell in on your back, fell in, if you ain't falling in feet first straight down like with your legs and stuff together or military style, if you ain't falling in straight like that, then you not gonna know which way's the surface.
And it
and
also
that's what I
hurts.
was saying.
It hurts
Like
too.
from y'all knowing that area, like how far from the bridge to land are you?
It depends on where you fall in at because the bridge is like a mile and a half long.
Hmm.
So if you was in the middle, that means you got three quarters of a mile each way to go. That's not no little bit of time to be swimming if you haven't been swimming. I mean, swimming is
Real
one of those
talk.
things you don't really forget how to do. But I've been swimming since I was literally like 6 months, and I still swim. So if I fail in something like that, God, I mean, if it's 1:30 in the morning, it's cold. Like I would
Yeah,
still
that
have a
shit's
tough
cold as
time. I'm
hell.
not no Olympian swimmer or nothing like that. But a
Right.
person who can't swim, doesn't know how to swim, probably can't even don't even know how to float. Because people think they can float, but they don't know how to float.
Nah.
You got water in your ears. You can't see. It hurt on
Mhm.
hurt if you don't jump in like you in the military. That shit hurt on impact.
Yeah,
That's what they
heck
tell
yeah.
you in the military. That's what they tell you in the military. Arms by your side, feet
Tighten
together.
up.
Go
Yeah, tighten
like
up.
go in like that. Because if you jump in, your arm hit that impact hurt. It feel like
Mhm.
somebody hit you with something. So
Yeah.
you gotta, depending on where you fell in. And but look, like Chop said, you don't know which way to go. You might know how to get back up north, like get your head out of the water, but you don't know which way to go. You can't see. If that bridge fell, the lights is out, everything is out. It's nothing you can't see.
And in
You're
Nah,
the
for real.
panic.
confused.
The current, she right though. The current alone will have you. I mean, off course and catch you off guard. Because real talk, you might could go in the water and not even know the current is that strong, and then when you come back out, you be damn a whole mile away from where you started.
And imagine not knowing anything about swimming with a current. If
Hmm.
you know anything about swimming with a current, you can't swim against a current. You're
Against the
gonna get
current.
swept. And if
Yeah.
it's a boat that's coming through, if somebody throws something in that water, that ripple is gonna come get you. It doesn't stop. It just goes out as far as it can go. So that's why they might have been able to be on top of their cars because there might have been some buoyancy in the cars, depending on if it wasn't that deep of the water. I think
Hmm.
that might have been. I don't know if that's the Atlantic, but either way, this is like you would have to have already thought about this stuff by the time, or adrenaline kicked in and you just magically somehow, oh, I made it to the surface. I'm refusing medical attention. No, and that's how you know it's BS.
Yeah.
Right. That aspect of yeah, that's bullshit. 'Cause ain't no
That
human being
impact,
fail.
like,
Ain't no human being in a car or on if you was on foot. Ain't nobody fell from that height
thank you.
at that time of morning in that temperature of water and don't want to go get checked out.
Hmm.
That water
I
was not. That water was not 85, 90 degrees.
mm-mm.
That
It
water
was
was cold
cold.
as hell.
Yeah, it was cold that it
So,
was. It was
so I'm just saying. So if if cold water hit your head the wrong way and can take your breath, you mean to tell me that you didn't fail from over at least 20 feet high unexpectedly, and you just had presence of mind to, man, come on, man. I was
Yeah.
How
going
long
that
were you
night,
in
but
the
not
water?
last night. Come on now.
Yeah,
Come
I
How
on.
ain't
long were the
even gonna
heat too?
cap.
Because after that first, like you're not gonna stay in no cold water for long and still be
Mm-mm.
able to breathe, still be able to function and move. You're gonna slip into hypothermia eventually. It's not
Yeah.
that warm
Now,
out here yet.
real talk, real talk. I got into a pool that was cold, bruh, and it threw off my breathing. Like it had me breathing like I was stuttering.
Dog, that cold
Like
water
Yeah,
knock the
yeah,
air out your lungs. It will
that
knock
shit.
the air out of
yeah.
Yeah.
you.
But see, when the bridge fell, it's like, you
What
know
you
how, like, when you in the elevator and say the elevator, you know how you go up as you falling? So it's like, if you got your seatbelt on, you might be lucky. But if you ain't got your seatbelt on, like, you're going to be up in the air and then just, as soon as you hit the water.
No, real shit. Yeah, he must have been Aquaman. You damn right. No
baby
cat.
got jokes.
Yeah. Yeah, no cat. That must have been Aquaman out there.
Yeah, baby got jokes, man. She in her tripping. That's the wife, Chop. You know that.
Oh snap! Oh, thought I said what's up.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I didn't know that.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the wife. She in there listening to the show.
She
But no,
funny.
that's what I'm saying. Like, when that bridge fall, like when I jumped off the bridge, bro, gravity will pull the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit pulled me because the bridge was up maybe like 10 feet. I mean, not that much. I don't know. It was up. So it was like the impact of hitting that water, and like I said, I ain't had no clothes on. So if it hurt that bad like that, then you in a car, like then you got the brush and stuff falling on top of you, depending on where you at. It's like
And your
so many
clothes heavy from the
contributing
water.
factors to that.
Everything on your body, you still got to carry with you. You still got the
Yeah,
clothes on.
yeah, bruh.
Hmm.
I'm telling you,
You
bruh.
know, jeans heavy as hell with water on.
And I don't think it's a good thing to try to swim with shoes or boots on, because that, like, I feel like the best swimming you should do is with your feet, like no socks, no shoes, none of that stuff, like, because you gotta feel like
It's hard to
I'm a
swim with shoes. It's hard.
yeah. Yeah, because I'm a person that, like, even with gloves, that's why I don't wear gloves when I do a lot of work and with like
Yeah, I mean,
physical work and stuff, because I gotta be able to feel stuff, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
but you know, your feet are kind of like a tail when you swim.
Facts. All the steel that was falling in the water, like all that metal and stuff that's falling in the water from that bridge and stuff. Yeah, wifey on one today, bro. Yeah, we should have got her to jump in. Nah, but she on point though. Like, yo, bro, there's no way you falling in the water. And we skipping out on debris, all the steel, all the metal from the boat, all that stuff, bro.
Just
Like,
and the chemicals that's in the water from the cars that fell in.
Mm.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That water got gas
gasoline.
in it now. All in it.
Static
Transmission fluid.
electricity, all type
All
of
that.
stuff.
And you just gonna get out the water and not even go get checked up?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man. Like that ain't
How
it,
long that
man.
bridge been there?
They built it in
Uh,
'77.
yeah. That bridge been there for a minute.
They built it
And
in
and,
'77. It took 5 years to build.
And
and they said like the boat like they lost control of it or
Oh yeah,
well,
old boy, the redacted gonna tell you.
let's get to the video. Finish this a 15-minute long video, so we're gonna be stopping in between, to talk about certain things.
See here, total accident, mechanical problem, of course. It looks like a mechanical failure, a power outage, nothing to see here. Don't worry about it. Then General Mike Flynn has to go and call this a black swan event and says, look more deeply into this. So we have. And there's more than meets the eye. So what is a black swan event? Well, black swan event is, you're just chugging along, looking at normal, white swans that you normally see. Then suddenly everything seems predictable and normal. And then bam, giant black swan comes out of nowhere. Something totally unexpected blindsides you. Usually happens economically, right? We see that obviously with what happened in the 2008 collapse. That's exactly what a black swan event looks like. That's the essence of the swan event. Unexpected, impactful, often leaving us scrambling to make sense of what in the world just happened. So here's Mike Flynn's post on X this afternoon. This is a black swan event, he says. Black swans normally come out of the world of the finance, not military. The standard operating procedures for all U.S. ports, harbors, and bays that transit commerce and military activities are supposed to maintain an incredible level of discipline, rigor, and awareness for these very type of events not to occur ever. Yet here we are. There are harbor masters for every single one of these transit points in America that are in charge of assuring the safety of navigation. Start there, he says. So start there. Talk to the harbor masters. Don't necessarily look at the boat itself. That's maybe a red herring. Look at the harbor masters.
See what I'm saying? Like, don't just take what you seeing as, okay, this is what just happened. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that's going to play in this. Why did they go up and turn around? Why did it turn at the last second? Why did the power go out? How come they didn't have a backup generator for this shit? It's like so many different questions you could be asking besides just they're gonna take it what you seeing and run with it.
what is a harbor
Look at
master?
the infrastructure.
Uh I don't know. Let's. I'm gonna take it as somebody who's on the boat.
Okay.
Let's.
My bad, y'all. A harbor master is the person who is control of a specific port.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Thank you.
like everywhere, like I don't want to call. I don't know if they call them captains or not. Sometimes you might be referred to. That's like the captain of the ship, but like whoever's in charge of every single process, every single thing. So they control the people who control the people who control the people who control. Like they're the
Mm,
biggest. They're the highest level you can get.
got you. Got you. Okay.
Look at the electrical infrastructure. Look at the computers. Was it hacked? So look at that information, not just the boat itself, perhaps. So what do we know? Well, for one thing, we know the captain of the ship, or the ship's master, is Ukrainian. That's interesting. So
That's very interesting.
Hell yeah. I ain't know that.
This what B was talking to me about earlier. He was like, Did you see about the captain?" And that's how I was explaining. That's how one of the things I was explaining to my wife too is like, look, the captain not even from here.
Now
So
I'm gonna give you some context
that's
as to why that's important. Why the captain being Ukrainian is important. We already know how much money the government has sent to Ukraine to fight against Russia, right?
mhm.
So a little while ago, the Nord Stream pipeline in Germany was blown up, where they get oil, and the people had to buy wood because they pretty much had blew up the pipeline. Well, it came out that the U.S. was behind that, but they tried to blame Russia. So fast forward now, we got a Ukrainian captain of this ship, and all of a sudden, the ship lose power, changing directions, and run smack dab. It wasn't even that's a head on. That wasn't a glancing. That wasn't a almost. I tried to miss it. The vessel got turned directly into that pillar and hit. So there could be some cyber activity going on where that ship got hacked. Because, like Naeem said, all this shit is internet.
So Cat Williams said that joint running off basic Wi-Fi.
Right.
Man, we don't have no special encrypted Wi-Fi to
Which is fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. Like, here's all our important information on fucking Spectrum Internet. Like, what the fuck?
hmm Real talk though, like that we don't have no encrypted special like server, none of that stuff. So that's why everybody can get hacked the way they get hacked. No, the vessel wasn't even gonna hit the bridge. The vessel wasn't even going. If you look at wait till he gets to going down the route pattern, and that joint wasn't even gonna hit the bridge.
here you can find that out easily by going to
Thank you,
balticshipping.com.
man.
You can punch in the information as we did here at Redacted. Go to the Dolly. The name of the ship is the Dolly. There you can see where it's currently sitting. It's now sitting there, covered by a bridge right in Baltimore, in the Chesapeake Harbor in Baltimore. And there is the ship's master. He is Ukrainian. Interesting. And UK Telegram channels today posting congratulations to great work and to expect more surprises in Europe too, unless we approve more aid to Ukraine. Maybe it's a total coincidence here, these Ukrainian Telegram posts. This is a beautiful work all over the world without hesitation. If you don't accept the aid package, then get it. Look forward to our surprises throughout Europe. We will teach you to defend democracy and help those who need it.
Hmm.
Huh.
So
I haven't
maybe,
seen anything like that.
yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe this is just some like Telegram.
I mean, I mean, do we
Man
just do
said
we
the
just brush
man
past
said
that?
great. The man said great work
Hmm.
coming out the Ukrainian telegrams.
Do we
So
just
so so when you said Chop, you said we did something to Russia, but then we blamed it, or we did it to somebody and we blamed it on the other people. Um, but we gave them money and like a apology for what we did, or like the reason we've been giving Ukraine all this money.
Oh, no, 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 no. I know what you say. I know what you say. No, what I was saying was how they probably in debt. Probably was in debt. So what they did was they bought all those migrants to come over here and in order to settle their debt, so that they cheap labor. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's what I was getting. That's what I was getting to at that point. Was that they probably paid? They probably bought the migrants that they say coming over here illegally and all that stuff. They probably bought them to come over here to settle debts and stuff, which to me seemed like a logical thing to do. You know,
but they didn't forgive us for that shit. That's why they did that shit in Baltimore. And
possibility.
that's why he said, yeah, that's why he said great job.
Hmm. Because just because you bought a couple people to come over there, we still need resources over here. You know,
Mhm.
the whole thing, the whole thing, um, the whole thing with that shit is that you know NATO wasn't even supposed to be going over there, but they did, and that's what caused a whole ripple was going like kind of like ripple was going on now because damn NATO went and touched grounds over there, which Russia told them NATO niggas, you better stay your ass out of here. This between me and them. Don't bring your ass over here. But that whole jurisdiction falls underneath NATO's jurisdiction. So it's like, bruh, you can't beat my little brother up and not expect me to come fight back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, it's kind of crazy. Like it is. I'm not. Like I said, that's just something that I was just thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Because why would they? Why would they buy? Why would they have all these people randomly just come over here and then now like B said, they getting full renters rights, full gun rights, like they're just getting everything the American citizen is used to getting without having to be the American citizen. Are they getting rid of the quote unquote underclass so they can build a new underclass?
No, that's a good point. 'Cause that's how I'm hearing it right now. Like I said, all this y'all, you Naeem, Brian, y'all put me on something I wasn't aware of. So I'm just obtaining and listening to y'all because I wasn't aware of all this.
Not
Uh, it,
because
it,
it's
he
not
just
meant for
getting
you to
started
be
on it.
aware.
He
Yeah.
just getting started on that video, Theo.
Yeah, we ain't even touched the surface yet, yo. Yeah, man. But it's meant for you to be like that because we don't want you to know the truth. We can't have y'all know the truth because if I tell you this, it's gonna be a mass. We don't want to wake up the horde. Me and B talked about that before. Worst thing you can do is wake up the horde.
What's that mean?
Okay,
Oh,
the horde is the masses, right? Now, most people, the masses gonna follow whichever way the wind blowing. So what I mean by that is You got, say for instance, some rioting just broke out in Fort Worth. You got people who gonna join in just because it ain't shit ass else to do. Got a lot
Hell
of
yeah,
people
that's
that
what
just
they did in
join in.
Dallas when George Floyd died.
So that's what we talking about. That's an example of the horde being woken up. It's kind of like Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
When if you disturb the horde, then you gonna have a shitload of zombies on your ass. So that's why, as that relates to the information, and you not knowing about this type of shit, the average person not knowing about this type of shit, is because they got everybody pretty much on zombie level, meaning we ain't looking at no deep shit. They got most people just stuck in survival mode. So you
Mm-hmm.
don't. So of course you're not gonna know nothing about the captain of the ship, the what actually went on the ship, and why did the whole bridge come down?
And not just a segment.
Right.
And y'all gotta remember that most people are ridiculous. They get most of their news from the news. They're never gonna go beyond like a headline or ask no questions. And the American attention span is that of
Mm,
like a garden snake or a squirrel or something like a rodent.
mm,
Like remember Ukraine, everybody had a Ukraine flag on their car and all
mm.
that crazy nonsense,
Yep.
backing
That's the
up this
horde.
dude who was
Yep.
an actor. You're not he's like the Donald Trump of the Ukraine. Like you were an actor, a movie star, and you just happened to get you're like Arnold Schwarzenegger of Ukraine. But then when Israel and Palestine popped out, niggas ain't giving no fuck about the Ukraine. And
Mm,
then not only did we forget about the Ukraine, they cut your bag off. And remember, he got a whole video. I don't know where it's at. You could probably what's his name? I forgot his name over there, but Zelensky or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's
Zelensky.
like,
That's
please give us money. Please, we'll pay you back. Please give us a loan, something. Please, we need help.
mm-hmm.
And they was like, oh yeah, no, we ain't doing that. So now this could be like get back because it's like, if we can't, you need those people
Y'all
because
left us stranded.
oh, you left us stranded. You gonna give money. It's like they like boyfriends fighting each other. Like you gonna give your money to another bitch, like, and that bitch
He
is like
said
in
boyfriend.
Yahoo. Like that. They are. It's like a bitter love quarrels with these people. They're such bad actors with this stuff, and it's just like, and look, we're gonna be on to something now, bro. We just had that. The biggest thing right now should be illegal aliens is invading this country, and they can come into your house and say, "I live here," and you can't do nothing about it. We talk about the bridge, and that's gonna be over in a few days when the next thing happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're not, we don't. People don't even know that shit that happened over there in Russia. It's something that happened every year on the 23rd of March. Like every couple of years, it's been like 7 events in the past like 9 years on the same date.
hmm.
Look it up. Nobody ever gotta believe a word I say.
Yeah,
Go
but
look for yourself. It's the same date,
No, I
323,
did see that.
322, 323. It's always one of those days, and it's always some type of attack. Like we don't have no attention span for none of this stuff, man. What time the game come on?
right.
Like nobody
Right.
care. Like and you can always trust that most people are just gonna go with the crowd. Like people like to say, "Oh, I hate." That's why I don't watch people on YouTube no more because they like to say, "Oh, the military is gonna have our back. The police will have our back." Are you fucking serious? Do you know what the military is? They're gonna take orders just like everybody else is gonna take fucking orders. You're not. They don't have a mind of their fucking own. Neither does the police, and neither does that bitch at your job. Everybody's gonna do exactly what they're told, even if
Mhm.
that means killing you and your family. They're not going to. It's only going to be a small amount of us who actually have a mind of our own to be able to at least get to a safe spot where we aren't easily accessible or easily be killed, or we got contingency plans for our families and stuff. Most people are going to do exactly what you tell them to do. Them people ran out and got a vaccine for the flu, and now everybody, oh, my leg hurt, my
Talk
this
about it,
hurt.
Naeem.
Man,
Bruh,
these people will do exactly what you
bruh.
tell them to do. Do
My
the
wife,
military is gonna turn on the government, nigga. You don't know shit about the United States military. You get your brain broke when you go in there. You don't. Are you serious?
My
If they
wife
can't
just
shoot,
told me this shit. My bad, Nine. I ain't mean to cut you
you
off,
good, you
but it,
good.
but it made me think about what you just said because she just showed me this thing about some type of new disease or illness that have you seen distorted faces and people recall
It's called
seeing like,
demon disease, I think. It's called
yeah,
demon something. I seen that junk last night.
bruh. Hey yo, I'm like, yo, look, that side effects for that damn COVID
That
19.
COVID shot.
Yeah, y'all
Yeah.
want y'all want to be playing around this stuff,
It's
bro.
like
That
the
got,
devil's advocate. When he saw them demons and shit, that's what they be saying.
And then
bro.
they falsely labeling them people with schizophrenia. Now I seen a dude.
Mm,
Now I'm just happy to know that I'm not crazy. Like, sir, you for real? But it's
exactly.
just like it's just so mind-boggling to me that people think they really have people on their side, bro. You got you and maybe the 5 friends that you and shit. And out of 5 of them, probably 1.5 of them will be solid, and that
Hey,
half is gonna be contingent on what they can get out of it.
mhm.
Nobody, everybody's just gonna go with the crowd. They're sheep. That's why they call them sheep. You're gonna follow the shepherd. Niggas really believe that Trump is gonna say is there gonna be their savior. They're all the
And
same
you know what's
people.
crazy?
They're
Hey,
all the
You know what's
same.
crazy? We're going through all this shit, and people still won't just give it to God. Like you'll go through all this shit and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pray on it." Man, you still believe in that? Look at who the fuck you looking up to.
right. Like
That's like,
you right about that, yo. Like nah, real talk, real talk. That's like one of the people, and I hate when people do this, bro. Like they wait till a bridge collapse or some shit like that. It's like, yeah, yo, we gotta start praying. And no, you should have been doing that. No, bro. Hey, God, I'm with you, God. Don't call on me now. Don't call on me now. No, I feel your frustration. Yeah, I mean, like, bro, don't wait till some shit happen. The way as though you wanna be like, God, please, please, nah, bro. He don't want hit at that time, bro. Like you
You
got,
don't believe in God, but you put your faith in the United States government.
bruh.
exactly. And the government will tell you that these other countries is they just don't like us. Like we ain't done shit to them. They
You
just
feel me?
terrorist stuff. It's like what the fuck? I told you, America blew up its own building just to go to a country and invade their shit. That was the only. That was the excuse they needed. Like, look, y'all, they did this, so that's why we gonna go over here and take everything from them. Like,
You know what's crazy for yo? I was just telling B about that shit, bro. I'm like, yo, and the sad part is, yo, people. This how brainwashed people is, bro. Like they use that as a way to go do what they had to do, but then tell you never forget it, like it was some type of real national tragedy. You see what I'm saying? But the whole, but the whole time they literally dropped the bomb on their own state in Philly, their own city in Philly. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the bomb on the Move family in Philly. You know what I mean? And nobody ever says, no, let's not forget about, you know what I mean, them doing that. But but we gonna say let's not forget about 9/11.
Come on, never forget. Nigga, that's like the black people telling you about the Titanic. You know niggas want to lie on that shit. My
Right.
God, crack that shit in half.
That
Like,
shit.
never forget.
Oh,
Nigga,
never
please.
forget.
Like,
I already forgot it, bro. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your motherfuckers. Man,
you already forgot.
oh,
forgot it.
fucking
I'm like, for
9/11.
real. 9/11. Oh my God. Yeah, because fucking the passport just happened to fucking magically survive 2 buildings. I think I was in 4th grade when that shit happened. I was watching it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fucking passport, Ali Abdul-Bob or whatever the fuck his name was, his passport magically survived. This who did it. 19 psychopaths with a box cutter took down
With a
the
box cutter,
mightiest government on the planet.
A
That's why I don't
fucking
believe
box
this shit
cutter.
about. That's why I don't believe
You
shit
niggas
about the
can't
powers.
fight. Like y'all didn't think about
bro.
jumping this man. Like
I would have beat the shit out
No,
yo
he
with
ain't
a box cutter,
real. Yeah, they talking about the powers is stealing from the ship. You mean to tell me a fucking nation that don't make matchbooks has taken down the mightiest navy on the planet? You for real?
Hmm.
You want me to believe that? Okay.
Come on,
Hey,
bro.
Now,
but
now,
hey,
AB, tell him what the dude said, how he got down from the building, bro.
oh yeah, one of the survivors of the 9/11. That boy say he just building surf. He just rolls the flow down.
Yeah, just
He just rolls. Hey, y'all laughing? That's what that man said. That man said that, not me. That, hey man, that man say he building surf to the ground.
he
Okay,
building,
Spider
sir.
Man. Like,
Hell yeah.
nigga Peter Parker
He
went
he
crazy
just
on
he
that
just
one.
rolled them floors as they was collapsing. He just rolled them on down.
Hey
Yeah,
yo,
Queen. Queen.
hey yo, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way,
Oh
bro.
my god.
What? Hold up. What time stamp? What's this? This is
This nigga
two
said
hours
he
and
rolled
40.
them
I got
hoes.
ain't no fucking way, bro.
Oh my god.
Dead weight surf. Hey,
Oh
I'm
my.
over here laughing. Real surf.
There's so much.
Man, y'all laugh. I'm trying
Oh,
to tell you, man. It's been some dead.
I'm crying. I can't. I can't. Okay.
oh man, you
Y'all
got
got
me
it.
crying, bro.
Yo, and I was
He said he
telling B,
rolled them hoes.
I was telling B, bro. I'm like, yo. The crazy part about that, I could kind of believe that if the building fell side, like on the side, or it like tilted over, something like that. Yeah, I mean, I could I kind of see where you could kind of like ride the wave, but bro, that shit fell straight down, like don't like in layers, one, two, three, four, five, straight down. There's no way, bruh. There's no way. No way. I'm sorry.
That nigga ran. If it would have fell straight down, if it would have fell at an angle, he would have ran that bitch like Spider Man did before he
Bruh,
jumped.
I'm telling you, bruh, like if that joint would have tilted over, yeah, I got you. But shit, man.
Now,
I'm
So
pretty
hey,
sure it's gonna be a story
check it
with
out.
his boat.
Check it out. Check it out. Okay, the dude name is Pascal Buzzelli, a
mm,
survivor who claims to have been on the 22nd floor of one of the collapsing towers, lived through the fall with only minor injuries. He's another one says it's another I can't pronounce these names. Another survivor who says he was with the dude when a tower collapsed and claims to have been on the 13th floor. Now, on Snoops.com, they got the story, and this story was published September 25th, 2001. Now, what they saying is Snoops is a facts checker website. So
mhm,
the rating on this story is a mixture, meaning it could be true or it could be false. But one thing for sure, they ain't definitely ruled it out. So we laughing, but
mm.
this some shit that a motherfucker actually said they did to survive the attack.
He
I
didn't
just
thank God at all in his interview. Because if he
Hey,
did, then I'll take some consideration into it.
my thing is, if you can build and serve, you in the wrong goddamn profession, homeboy.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Nah,
Shit.
real talk. Real talk, bro. If I build this earth from the 20 something story all the way down and survived that joint, bro, guaranteed I would have been like Jesus. I'd have been walking around spreading the word. Like I would have quit my job right then and there. I'd have been, look, bro, you gotta believe in God, bro. Listen, real talk. I'd have been a walking testimony, bro, because there's
Hey, the
no.
dude, the dude just did an interview with uh he did an interview March 2023, The Survivor, where he's giving an account
Mm,
of of the fall.
Mm. We gotta find this guy. I'm gonna see if
I'm
we
gonna
can
see.
find this guy.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what to type in. Type in. Let me go back to what I typed in real quick.
We need to see
Um,
if we can get him on the live, bro. Cause I want to know how he did it. Cause it said B said it ain't ruled out. So
I'm finna pull it up and tell you where to go find it.
I wonder if like which part is like is the part that they say, okay, that's a fact. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, when this boat shit happened, give it about a week. When shit die down a little bit, somebody gonna come out with a story like this.
hmm
Be like, yeah, I saw it start because the way it fell, that shit look like some Final Destination shit.
we gotta find Aquaman. That's what we gotta find.
He gonna say he walked on water. That's what he gonna say.
There
Right.
go.
We gotta find Aquaman to figure out how he got his ass off that water. Yeah, that's
Here's a story on the telegraph.com from September 8th, 2012, where the 9/11 the story is titled 9/11 survivor tells how he surfed 15 floors down a collapsing tower.
mm.
So again, I ain't making this shit up.
Nah. I know you ain't B. I know you ain't. It just that part had me rolling last night, so I had to have you bring it up again because I think we was rolling about that joy for at
Yeah,
least like
man, we laugh.
10
Yeah,
minutes.
we laughing like a motherfucker on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they
but
call him the Miracle Man. The Miracle Man surfed 18 floors after 9/11. That's what they called him. Shit, man, they say Inside Edition covered this story, bro.
yeah, that's
September 11th, 2012.
I gotta find that episode.
yeah. We gonna I'm gonna do my research, see if I can get him to do an interview. I got questions. I got questions. They see the people ain't ask you the right questions. I'm gonna ask you the right questions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What she said? Let me get on YouTube. I can't even see it.
That's
I
crazy
need.
too, because those motherfuckers have near death experience and still don't want to talk about God.
You see what she said.
she she had one of them black swan experiences. She said she swam back. Aquaman helped her.
Man,
Hey, hey,
yeah.
Thomas, you on the bridge. Hey, bro, nah, real talk, bro. I gotta find out who Buddy is, bro, cause we need to get him on here too. This, like, yo, so what happened when the bridge fell? Like, what did you hear? Like, hey, I need to know. Give me a play by play. Shit, but let's get finished going on this.
Opportunists, on different Telegram channels, just trying to play into this, right? Try to scare us. Or maybe there's something more to it. Who knows? But those posts exist on Ukrainian Telegram channels.
It's like the Goodfellas. You got this? F you, pay me. You do this? F you, pay me. Like,
yeah,
we're that kind of attitude.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And there would have been a Chesapeake Bay pilot on board also. So anytime you're going in and out of one of these harbors, you're going in, even if you're going into Norway and you're going into Stavanger, like the port of Stavanger in Norway, you have to wait outside of the channel. You have to wait until the Stavanger pilot comes on board. Just the same you have to do here in the Chesapeake Bay. A Chesapeake Bay pilot needs to assist the master and is on board. They know everything about this harbor. They know every detail of it, and they are going to guide you out. You're from Singapore? A Chesapeake Bay pilot will be on board and guiding this ship out. And that's what was happening. This ship was being guided out of port on its way out to sea and transporting large amounts of cargo. So it was leaving. It was almost about to leave. And here's the video of the incident. So we're going to watch this incident kind of in real time with some highlights on how this all breaks down here. So at about the first reel, we sped it up a little bit here. It's sped up a little bit here. You can see at about the 12-second mark. So this is going to go on for about 30 seconds. Okay, there's power loss number 1 at about 12 seconds. Okay, then at about 22 seconds, it recovers power. So it comes back on here. And then you see black smoke coming out of the engine, out of the whatchamacallit, the funnel. And then immediate evasive maneuver, the stack. Yeah. Then immediate evasive maneuvers take place. Helicopter, images show that in fact, one of the anchors was dropped on the port side. And there you have the smash and collapse of the bridge.
Now hold up. This the part that was throwing me off. There's a part that was throwing me off right here, right? Now, I get it is beam 1, 2, 3, probably one down here. From left to right, you got 4. Now,
just show that in fact, one of the anchors was dropped on the port side.
Right here. You see on the left side it's falling. On the right side of the boat it's starting to give way and go down. Why the extra fall though? Like right here. Why did that part on the right side crack into 3 different pieces like that? Like that's the part that I'm like confused on. Damn, I wish I would have. Damn, I should have cropped this shit, bruh. That's my fault. That's my fault. I should have cropped this damn video before I did what I did. Let me see if I can crop this video real quick. Hold on. And I'm gonna bring it back up.
Don't worry about it. Then General Mike Flynn has to say no of that.
Because that's the part that's throwing me off. Was why they break up in so many different pieces like that. All right. All right, hold on.
You asking why the bridge broke up in so many pieces?
Yeah, that's it. I was.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was asking like why they break up in like multiple different.
Okay, so how bridges are built in sections. It's not one. It looks like one continuous piece, but all bridges are built in sections because of the way that not gravity, but the physics of what a bridge is. Like it's got to be able to sustain millions and millions and millions and billions of pounds at a time. So usually it's built out in sections. That's why you'll see like boats in the water if you ever saw a bridge being built, especially if you get over into the what's that? It's that part of Maryland with not Suitland, but it's like that other, like the Eastern Shore part. You remember where the Harry Nice was at? The Harry Nice Bridge. So when they were building that, it's built out in sections. They'll have boats with like parts of the bridge already
General
built.
Mike Flynn
Hold on, my fault. Hold on.
To say
no. Oh, you good?
Event.
Like when when they build these bridges, they build them on the water in part, and then they hook them together. And that's why, like, if you hit, like, so when they hit a beam or whatever, that one beam had that beam was severely essential to holding up other parts that was holding up other parts. That's why, like, if you hit that, whatever they hit, it'll take the whole thing down because it's more like a domino effect because it is multiple pieces. That's why it looked like dominoes falling when it fell because it's each individual piece not having a supporting piece. It's just
Right.
like when you build a roller coaster. It's like that's the better example of like when you're looking at like you see the roller coaster has all those support beams under it to hold up because it's got to be able to hold up the weight and move and do this. And you know, bridges are not sturdy. They're not sturdy things. Bridges have suspension in them so they can move and sway with the tide and stuff. That's why if you're on a bridge, you might feel it move because it has to be able to move with the wind, move with the tide. So a large wind can't just come through and knock it over. A large wave can't just crash into it and knock it.
Gotcha.
So yeah, all bridges are built like that. That's the like rough version. There's like a scientific explanation, but that's how they're all built in pieces. So it'll be multiple pieces for every single bridge. There's not one bridge that's one big piece.
Mm. Okay. So that's why we'll have the shit breaking up like that. Cause that was like my first thing when I seen it. Is like, yo, why they breaking multiple different pieces like it was like puzzle piece together or some shit.
That's exactly that is a way better way to explain it. Bridges are puzzle pieces. There's beams where because they usually build the base part in the water because
Mm.
it's a floating thing, and then they build the pillars, and then on the pillars they'll build like the outside because you know concrete or whatever bridges are built out of. It's you can't if you ever laid concrete or seen it, you can't just lay that down there. Usually, you know, they throw them metal rods in there. They have to do
Right.
that with the bridge, and usually the bridge is mostly like rod, and then they cover it with the concrete. But they do all that on like the building ship.
Right.
So yeah, that's how all bridges are just pieces that's being put together like a puzzle. And that's why if a portion of your bridge it needs to be repaired, they don't have to close the whole bridge now. I can be suspended in midair outside of your bridge, and we can take this one piece, we can remove this piece by piece, so we don't have to shut down traffic or we can only close one lane because we can just take this part of this piece of the bridge out. So you don't have to do the whole infrastructure over. That's how
Right.
most stuff is built anyway. But like them bridges ain't no joke when it comes to them physics and all the stuff that's got to go into it.
Mm. All right. There we go. That's better. All right. Let's get back to where we was at just now. I had to zoom it in for y'all. It was so far back. All right. There we go.
Port side, and there you have the smash and collapse of the bridge. Now, we also know, according to the mayor, that as a result of that, uh, when they called in a Mayday call a few seconds before impact, they were able to divert traffic on the bridge, thanks until the Stavanger pilot
There we
comes
go.
on board.
All right.
Just the same you have to do here in the Chesapeake Bay. Chesapeake Bay pilot needs to assist the master and is on board. They know everything about this harbor. They know every detail of it, and they are going to guide you out. You're from Singapore? A Chesapeake Bay pilot will be on board and guiding the ship out. And that's what was happening. The ship was being guided out of port on its way out to sea and transporting large amounts of cargo. So it was leaving. It was almost about to leave. And here's the video of the incident. So we're going to watch this incident kind of in real time with some highlights on how this all breaks down here. So at about the first reel, we sped it up a little bit here. It's sped up a little bit here. You can see at about the 12-second mark. So this is going to go on for about 30 seconds. Okay, there's power loss number 1 at about 12 seconds. Okay, then at about 22 seconds, it recovers power. So it comes back on here. And then you see black smoke coming out of the engine, out of the whatchamacallit, the funnel. And then immediate evasive maneuver, the stack. Yeah. Then immediate evasive maneuvers take place.
All right. So this is sped up. This video is sped up. So I want y'all to pay attention to how long these lights is on. The first time, the second time, and the third time. Because like I said, this shit is sped up. So that means these lights is on for quite a long time before they cut off. Because that boat doesn't move as fast as it's showing on the video. It's moving slower than that. But the fact that the power was on, then it was off, and it was on. This is some time that is on. It's not just, oh, we got it on and then boom, it cut right back off, and then oh, we got it back on and then boom, it cut right back off. Nah, that shit was on and off.
About 30 seconds. Okay, there's power loss number 1 at about 12 seconds. Okay, then at about 22 seconds, it recovers power, so it comes back on here, and then you see black smoke coming out of the engine, out of the whatchamacallit, the funnel. And then immediate evasive maneuver, the stack. Yeah. Then immediate evasive maneuvers take place. Helicopter, images show that in fact one of the anchors was dropped on the port side, and there you have the smash and collapse of the bridge. Now we also know, according to the mayor, that as a result of that, when they called in a mayday call a few seconds before impact, they were able to divert traffic on the bridge, thankfully, and workers were able to stop and halt traffic coming across the bridge, which is why more people were not trapped on the bridge. There weren't more cars on the bridge at that time. So at least they had enough to say, Mayday, Mayday, where we've lost control. We don't have control of the ship. Get people off the bridge. And they were able to prevent at least a lot more people from being killed or missing as a result of this. So, but this is interesting. So journalist Michael Yan tweeted this afternoon, and this is a more detailed analysis of the ship leaving. Okay, so it's coming off the dock there and heading out into the open ocean. And you can see here, though, how it changes course right before it loses power, which is interesting. So now this is where things, to me, get really interesting. Why 2 minutes before? Keep playing it if you would. Or did it stop? Yeah. So, all right. Now, right here, you're going to see it change course before losing power and colliding. So why did it change course aiming directly into the pylon? It's a curious.
That's the question. That's the mystery right there. That's the mystery. Why? So in this little brief moment right here on this little line, this lost power, regain power, lost power, regain power, and then turns into the damn thing. Like, and if you look at the line, the pillar is right here.
Right.
The line is gonna end right here. Boom. That is nowhere near where the pillar was at. Why didn't he keep going straight? You wouldn't have never hit it.
change course, aiming directly into the pylon? It's a curious question, right? So why did it change course at that point? We don't know. Why? Why did it change course? Now, if you lose power and you have to use some sort of a backup steering system, in some cases you might be steering in the opposite direction of what you're used to. It's a reverse steering system. Now, I don't know if this ship was set up that way or not. This will be part of the investigation, I'm sure. So, in sometimes with backup power, that is the case with a steering column.
And also, isn't it kind of curious? Like, those pylons have to be like they had to think about a boat running into those when they built that bridge, right? So one pylon going out.
Thank you. That's the name. That's the point I was getting to. Right there. Was the reason why I asked why they fall in so many pieces. You see what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that when they built this, they never thought about somebody accidentally a boat hitting this or something like that, and then why that one pillar was able to cause the whole bridge to collapse?
Another good question about that is like, did the actual, I think it's called a stern, or I think it's called a stern. Did the actual stern of the boat hit this pillar, or was it cargo container? Because
No,
why was this thing not able to sustain? And I know cargo containers are heavy, but like, how
the
hard
boat
did
hit
you? Okay, the boat hit it. Okay, so the
that.
actual. Okay, so okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And it's just like, damn, like nobody rated, but it's like they said the bridge was in the middle of getting updates, but if this bridge ain't ready to get hit, this thing should have been updated a long time ago.
Man,
That's what I'm saying. Like I think it goes down to daggone it. It'd be more expensive for us to keep working on this joint the way we doing. You know what I'm saying? Than the actual just knock it down and rebuild it.
And this also makes it easier to fear monger. You know, being afraid of heights and bridges
Mm-hmm.
is like one of those top 10 phobias of people ever.
Real
So
talk.
now that everybody that is afraid of bridges and afraid of heights are vindicated now for in a strange way, they've been vindicated because I told y'all niggas, I told y'all the bridge will fall. That's my worst nightmare. And now, like Brian and y'all was saying earlier, there's gonna be more traffic on the regular street. People gonna be more angry. They can raise the tolls and get more money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just gonna trickle down all the way down into every little crack in life, and people are not gonna want to be bothered with this stuff. And it's only gonna cause more anger, anxiety, depression, more pills being sold, more people drinking and beating on each other. This is gonna be bad all around, and people don't think about it that far out.
Right.
The steering column.
And also, isn't it kind of curious? Like, those pylons have to be like they had to think about a boat running into those when they built that bridge, right? So one pylon going out collapses that much of the bridge. That seems like that doesn't seem right. You know what I mean? Like a boat could take out a pylon, like a whole bottom of the bridge. That doesn't make sense.
Well, you know, U.S. bridge infrastructure is built like 200 years ago. I don't know when the Francis Scott Key Bridge was. Yeah, I don't know when this bridge was built. Actually, to be honest with you, I mean, I've driven over it since I think childhood. Like I grew up. My father's from Baltimore. I used to go down to the Chesapeake Bay and go crabbing. You know, so me going down to like St. Michael's, going down to Chesapeake Harbor. One of my favorite food.
Salute the redacted, bro. Salute. He a Baltimore native. I fucks with him now. I definitely got. I definitely gonna have to keep him in the list now. He a hometown native. Gotta rep.
Foods in the world is Maryland blue steamed crabs. It is my favorite. Actually, I will say it's my favorite food in the world. And so special times with my father going down there. He used to go crabbing as a child. I don't know when this bridge was built, but I can tell you I remember driving over it for many, many years of my life. And also, it's
I doubt when it.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I doubt when it was built though. It was built for like what wasn't that like 120,000 tons of ship that hit it.
Right. Yeah. So maybe someone can let us know. 1977. Okay. So I was born 1976. Yeah. So it's been around as long as I've been alive. So interesting. Yeah, I don't know exactly what impact it's meant to adhere, absorb one of these massive ships. Doubtful. I don't know that anything could stop that. Can you build something that would prevent this? I don't know. I mean, think about this ship hitting any bridge in America would wipe it out. If this thing hits the Golden Gate Bridge, it would probably collapse the Golden Gate Bridge, right?
Now, the only thing, and this go back to what I was telling you, B. The only thing, I agree with it. I agree. That was a big ship to actually hit that pillar. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's not like that ship pummeled through the pillar and kept going type shit. You know what I'm saying? It hit that shit and stopped.
Which means it wasn't going fast at all.
Yeah, which means it wasn't
There's
that shit.
no way that thing could have had some speed at 120,000 plus pounds. I mean tons.
Hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like, for that joint to hit and stop, it just make it suspicious that it was able to knock down the whole bridge. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, maybe that section, but dang. Mm-mm.
You would think the massive size of this thing disrupting one pylon and all of it comes down like a house of cards. I don't know. Anyway, so now I want to play this for you. So that was, you saw the track coming out and you saw it changing its direction at about 2 minutes left before impact. But now I want to show you this 8 times speed video that's been making the rounds this afternoon as well, which I found interesting, and we'll share it here, which shows how much it had to divert itself. Look at, or how it moved position. Watch this. So let's keep playing this here. Like how much it had to
Boy,
in order to hit this pylon.
Boy, that joint made a hard right.
That boy did a Grand Theft Auto drift.
Yes, he did, bro. Hey, Theo, we be drifting like that on Need for Speed, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like
That nigga hit
real,
the fuck out that hole.
yo, bro. You see how that motherfucker bent that corner?
Oh shit.
In that kind of speed.
Come on now. You don't just. There's no wind. There's no. All right. I got something B. I was up at that time when this shit happened. So I seen all the breaking clips when it happened, and I was watching it, and I was like, I always was like, why did it turn like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did it turn? And I was explaining to my wife, like, she like, well, maybe it drifted because it lost power, and I'm like, there's no winds and there's no currents right now that's that strong that was gonna move that boat the way it did. Like, you would have had to have some type of real tsunami type winds or some real like waves to actually get that boat to move that sharp the way it did. Like, literally that sharp. You would need some type of tsunami winds or some type of waves.
Keep playing this here. Like how much it had to swerve in order to hit this pylon. Total change of direction when you see it in that kind of speed. With that kind of movement.
That shit was that pillar was targeted.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like he fixed it to go straight at the pillar.
And like I said, each moment of time between power outage, it was more than enough time for him to fix the course.
Interesting, and we'll share it here, which shows how much it had to divert itself. Look at, or how it moved position. Watch this. So let's keep playing this here. Like, look how much it had to swerve in order to hit this pylon. Total change of direction when you see it in that kind of speed with that kind of movement. Really crazy to look at.
Yeah, yeah. That joint was targeted, bruh.
Yeah, that's not no drift.
And the fact
Yeah, that's
of the
not a
matter,
drift. Because if he lost power, he might have, because it was such a big vessel and it was so heavy, it might have moved a few inches to the left, got off path a little. It wouldn't have turned like that. It's no way.
and and the fact that the mayor just rushed out and said that it wasn't terrorism, that you know
Hmm.
that the vessel is probably hacked more than likely.
Hmm.
See, our warfare tactics don't involve bloodshed.
Mm.
Our warfare tactics don't involve bloodshed. The U.S. has vessels in the water in conflict right now.
Yup.
So, so the prospect of that vessel being hacked, that's not far fetched. In fact of the matter, I'm leaning toward that it was hacked, and in the hack, the direction was made to go straight into that pylon.
Exactly. He came out and said that so people wouldn't be in a fright.
And
Right. People
exactly.
don't cause panic.
Yeah. If I come out right now and be like, yo, the bridge was a terroristic attack, bro, bro, you know how many people gonna start losing their shit?
First of all, the store, it's gonna be a rush on the store that ain't even funny.
Hmm.
I mean, if they came out and said that there was an act of terrorism,
Hmm. And people and motherfuckers don't even realize they talking about, yeah, we ready to be at war, motherfucker. We already at war. It don't need, what you talking about? And we ready to be at war. We are in a war right now. U.S. ships is being deployed, and aircraft carriers is being sank to the bottom of the Red Sea as we speak. So we already in the act of war.
so one of the tactics in warfare is to again affect the way you get goods in and out the country.
Eliminate resources.
Hit your supply line, attack your supply line, um, hit your municipal, your water, your
Hmm.
sewage. And again, these are things that's already been hacked. Matter of fact, right here in Tarrant County, where I am, the appraisal district got hit with some ransomware, and they want $700,000 if you want your system back.
Man, I heard about that, fool.
Yeah. So we definitely can't rule out uh, a cyber event as far as this ship is concerned, in particularly with the captain of the ship being a
Iran.
Ukrainian.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
Ukrainian, and the U.S. was already involved in the bombing of the Nord Stream pipeline.
That's what I'm saying, bruh. So how can you just automatically rule out terrorism or like a terrorist act or whatever? Like you can't just rule out that stuff. It has to be investigated, and you just tell you're not even investigative, sir. You're the mayor.
And not even just that. The problem with, even though he said, oh, because we know he's a liar, but oh, it's
Mm,
not terrorism. The problem is we already saw the damn thing fall. So it's too late for you to tell us the lie you want to
Right.
tell us. The damn things didn't fail. It's like you just mentioned the ransomware. They just hit up. They always hitting up the police departments in North Carolina. One of my best friends is a crime scene investigator for the Raleigh PD. Raleigh,
mm,
they're not together no more. They separated their police departments, but they got hit for 250,000 ransomware. They couldn't even process people. People was just being let go because they couldn't even do fingerprints. Like it was so bad.
mm.
But and they
That's what
ended up
happened in
paying the
Tarrant
ransom.
County. They was erasing people's criminal records and shit because they had got into the police database. I think it was
Yeah.
Wow.
Tarrant or either Dallas County. It was one of those last summer.
They paid the
So
ransom.
so motherfuckers can hack a police computer. What makes you think they can't hack this motherfucking low ass vessel?
Exactly.
Bro, the Pentagon itself, the Pentagon itself has been hacked. Just haven't been hacked into the deepest parts. But the Pentagon been hacked.
You remember when that nigga had posted the shit on Reddit? That nigga that worked at the Pentagon, he had posted some documents from the
Mm,
Pentagon, bro.
crazy.
Cause niggas on Reddit was like, "You don't really work at the Pentagon," and he was like, "Oh yeah," and then he started posting
So
shit.
they
And I'm
post
like, "Bro, what the
documents.
hell?"
He trying to die. Them niggas gonna come snipe his ass.
They just
Going,
gave him I think they just gave him like 20 years in prison or something.
oh no, he ain't really getting. He ain't. Well, shit, yeah, cause he released the documents. I thought you were ready to say hack. If he was hacking, yeah. See, them hackers that get caught, they don't get locked up, bruh.
They
The
get
motherfuckers,
jobs.
yeah, them motherfuckers get jobs, bruh.
They give you, they break you off nice too. Oh,
Hmm.
come here on our team. It's just like people who work in the CIA and all those kind of places. Like you can't even disclose you got a job.
Yeah,
Like, or you'll work for the CIA, but you'll be doing something else, and then as soon as you gone, you got no work history. Don't nobody know who you is. And that's why I be like, when people be talking about stuff, it's just like, bro, you don't know what the Homeland Security is. Like, you could be a terrorist for buying too much water at Sam's Club. Like, they'll put you on the
yeah,
list. It's not
yeah,
like this isn't an easy
bruh.
hard thing to be a part of. Like,
Old boy said, old boy he was joking with his friend on getting on the airplane, joking with his homeboy. It was like, it was like, yeah, I should blow this plane up. And motherfucking next thing you know, they had a jet escort this nigga. Literally, they had a jet escort this nigga. As soon as he got off, they locked his ass up.
man, I got detained. I was working for this company that was contracted for Clorox. I was in Canada. I tried to come back into the United States, and they was like, "Oh, what's back there?" And I was like, oh, "I don't know. It's on the paper." And they like they not only did I get detained, I was detained for an hour. They ripped all my stuff up. They threw my cat in a cage. Like it was so
Mm,
bad. I'm like, damn. Like all I did was I'm like, I don't know. I'm just stumbling, looking at the paper, trying to see what's in the damn container. I'm like, I don't know.
right.
Like so much records. And then they made me pay to get back into the United States.
Mm,
It
mm.
was $13.50, but they still made me pay to
But it's
come back.
still you still the
Like,
fact that
yeah,
you
they are not playing with you. They took my ID. There's a piece of
Mhm.
paper, like when you have a work visa, you get a piece of paper. So when if you're going to Canada through the New York side and the Detroit side too, but if you're going up through customs, like you have to tell them if you're working, like how long you're gonna be there. I overstayed for like a week. That was not good. Like they treated me like I was trying to come in this bitch and
You was
blow it
trying
up.
to sneak, yeah, you was trying to
What?
sneak in.
It was bad. It was so bad. I'm like, bro, ain't nothing but Lysol back here. Like, what is going on? Treated my cat like he had a bomb strapped to his stomach or something. Like, it ain't hard to be on none of these people's lists.
Mm-mm. Nah, heck nah.
Traveling too much will get you put on a list.
Yup.
Meanwhile, they blowing
Yeah.
their own infrastructure up. It's a bird. It's the plane. It's the boogeyman. Like, the fuck?
See, and no, we don't talk about these things. That's why that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't.
You right.
Yeah, and that's what I was. That was like my whole point of the whole 9/11 thing. Like me saying the fuck the 9/11 shit because that shit was a scam anyway. Because we have a whole society that was raised up off living off the land and equal rights for animal all the way down to animals to humans to all that stuff, bruh. And they stayed amongst themselves and taught their people amongst themselves, you know what I'm saying? But y'all don't like the normal person don't like the fact that they can do that and they living like that, so they go drop a bomb on them. Like, bruh, and this is the United States. dropping a bomb on the United States.
Did that.
They ain't go pay no outside actors to fake fly a plane into a building. No, they pulled up in a police helicopter with a bomb, dropped that bitch on the compound, and blew that shit up. And then told motherfuckers on the news, well, the bomb was only meant for the adults. It wasn't meant for the kids.
I should laugh at that, but like, what?
Hey, yeah, yeah.
People, oh yeah, I didn't mean to blow up the adults. I mean the kids. This was the adult bomb. Like, it's a fucking
Yeah, my
bomb.
bad. Like the
War,
fuck?
like, oh, it's war. Like, what are you talking about? And
I'm
people, and
telling
that's
you.
why they go back to that shit where the police is gonna have our back. They're gonna protect. Nigga, ain't nobody laying their life down for you.
Hmm. Hmm. It was a point in time where
Don't even.
motherfucking military would come into your place of residence, snatch you out, and motherfucking take over the spot and be like, yeah, we setting up shop here.
Or even worse, come take all your
Or
weapons
even
from
worse,
you so you can't defend
yeah.
yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Like people see, we forget, motherfuckers forgot about these times because they don't talk about these times no more. They keep the, like I said, Theo, they keep the masses dumbed down to that zombie level, just living in the flesh to see, yeah, I mean, to show you like, look, yeah, y'all gotta be like this, and then you can dictate to you what y'all want to eat, what y'all want to watch, what you know what I'm saying. You can't, and don't wake the horde up with no fucking real hysteria shit.
Yeah, niggas rather talk about Diddy, bro. That's fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Keep.
the reason they pushing him out there is to keep you off of, well, why did the bridge fall, and are squatters
Yeah.
really taking people homes, and the real shit, the
Mm-hmm.
shit that's really gonna affect the person.
Yeah, why the fuck we in a war in the Red Sea over $1 trillion trade route. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like motherfuckers don't even know that shit, bro.
But then at the same time, shit, Diddy is serving a purpose. Diddy is showing everybody, man, ain't
Mm-hmm.
nobody safe. All bullshit finna get exposed. You ain't right. You got a bill to pay. You got a debt due. Karma coming. And
Mm-hmm.
karma ain't even about no revenge. It's about restoring balance. You know what I'm saying?
Dog, it
So
makes you think like they put these niggas in
that's what's
position
going
so
on
it's like
with
when
that.
we got something
He
serious
even
going on, we can throw your
them.
ass out there and distract them.
Yeah, nah, for real. Nah, that's what yo. That's the whole thing before, bro. Like how many people you think really is on the Epstein list? And why is it that only Epstein is the one that looks bad in this fucking case?
Just like R. Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can't we gotta give y'all somebody, and the bottom of the barrel always gonna be the first one to go. You know what I mean? So just hey Jay Z, I advise you to motherfucking start putting your pieces together now. You know what I mean? Cause shit, if Diddy got caught, nigga, it's only a matter of time for you. You know, a matter of time for Jay.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
only a matter of time for him to oath.
Mm.
All of them. Ain't no exception. Ain't nobody clean.
Mm-hmm.
All them boys went through some type of ritual. You dealing with Dre's of the industry and all, man, you that's straight. You ain't that ain't got nothing to do with talent and ability at that
All them
point.
boys was trying to fuck Aaliyah, bro. I ain't ever forget about that shit. I was a child.
Oh yeah.
Niggas was publicly like, yeah, I love Aaliyah. Like that's my like, bro, that's a child you talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's them things, yo, that you gotta question, bruh. You can't just take what we say because look, right now, look. hold on. Let's go back. What my media joint? Oh, there you go. Let's go back 1 second. Let's go back to where we first seen this shit.
Get my other headphones. You got to die.
Okay. Now this is kind of like normal time, but it's sped up a little bit. See, that shit don't look that bad now. That shit don't look that bad. You know what I'm saying? But then when we go a little bit further in and we watch it at a faster rate, we see the imperfection. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a reason why they only show you certain things. You know what I'm saying? Is a reason why they wouldn't have showed us this video like this because then we would have immediately would have been like, oh no, that shit hit that, no, you know what I'm saying? But they give us a basic video and leave it up there for speculation to where as though now only a certain people is really talking like this, so it doesn't sound like what it is. But even though it's clearly right here in your face, that pillar was a hit.
And now that I'm looking at this, that bridge, that whole bridge was gonna come down. Now that I see like it's only like 4 points
Mm,
of where it's like touching the ground. Yeah, that whole thing was coming down for sure. Like it was no way to save that bridge.
right.
When it hit from right there, no, it was
Yeah,
over.
yeah. When you said that Bridges is put together like in pieces like that. Okay, now I understand why it fell the way it did. You know what I'm saying? I now I get the
Yeah, because when
reason
you
why
look
it
at
fell
it,
the way it did.
it ain't that bottom. So you see where it's sticking out the water, and
Mm,
then there's that V shape that's supporting that.
at the
Right,
top,
that V, yeah, that V shape, yeah, right, yep, right there. That part right there is supporting like
the road.
probably 30%, yeah, about 30% of the weight of that bridge. Like that's not no rinky dink piece of metal. That's a real serious piece right there. And it's supporting, it's got to support not just that part of the road, but it's got to support the middle part.
Right here.
Yeah, right there. It's got to support, that 1.5 miles as
Mm,
well. And that's where the pieces come in, where they link them all together, because there is a base that's built, and then that's why you have all these different pieces going into it. So when
right.
you knock that out, ain't nothing there to support that middle weight no more. That's a point of the
Mm,
equilibrium point. I can't remember the exact name, but that's that equilibrium point in the middle of that bridge. And if you can't support the weight at the middle of the bridge, then the whole thing is gonna come down because there's nothing to hold up the rest. Because
mm.
that part is just as important as that other pillar on the other side.
As this side.
Yes, like
Got you.
both of those parts are. You ever seen like I'm thinking about like a flatbread bed, like when you see them on the road and they got like something all the way at the back. That's like that access, that middle access point. I can't remember the name, but it's like the center point of gravity. I think it's called the center point of gravity.
Right.
And you have to put it there, otherwise it's gonna be lopsided. It ain't gonna be able to go. It's gonna be too heavy. That's what those points are holding it up. So knocking that whole thing down, it
They done
also
took
probably
a
didn't depend on
critical.
people to like look at the video and like speed it up to see like, oh, what
Right.
happened. But yeah, that's when you take that out. Now the center point of gravity is off. It don't exist
It's
no more.
off.
So
Yeah.
now the whole structure's got to go because there's no balance.
Mm. Damn. See, that's what makes me even think more that's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Like because just because just because of like you said that's a center point. a center point for the bridge. So yeah, now it makes me think even more. That's crazy.
Shows how much it had to divert itself. Look at or how it moved position. Watch this. So let's keep playing this here. Like look how much it had to swerve in order to hit this pylon. Total change of direction when you see it in that kind of speed with that kind of movement. Really.
And then another thing. Now that I'm looking at it again, I kind of feel like he made the person whoever hit the shit made sure that when they turned that they would be squared on with it. Because like if you turn maybe a P, you probably could have clipped it or the side could have brushed up. Now I feel like they turned and made it sure that they hit it straight on.
Crazy to look at. As Laura Logan tweeted this afternoon.
Brian said he about to get his son from school. I just saw it in
Okay.
the.
Okay. All right, B.
Be safe out there, Brian.
Really crazy to look at. As Laura Logan tweeted this afternoon, the GPS systems that drive these boats are not encrypted. Journalist Laura Logan, one of the best journalists in the world. The GPS systems that drive these boats are not encrypted. When a Navy ship crashed into a large cargo ship not that long ago, it was a cyber attack that made that happen. I know they're saying that this was not nefarious, but how do they know so quickly? Right, that's a great question. How do they know so quickly? We keep over the.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just rule out nothing nefarious happening if you don't even know what's going on. You see what I'm saying? Like, and they said he just said a cyber attack on one of those type of boats before, one of the type of cargo ships.
And the crazy thing is, every country has their signature about how they do their attacks, especially like these cyber attacks. Like, so China has their whole thing is, I'm gonna get in your system, I'm gonna leave my DNA. So every place has their own DNA with cyber attacks. The United States attacks plan is, I'm gonna attack you, then deny it happened, but I'm gonna act like I'm supporting you, but I'm gonna steal everything you got. Like that's their attack style with their cyber attacks. They're stealing everything. Everybody's stealing from each other. China, they go in your system, they leave their DNA all over, all this Chinese shit, but then they'll deny it and say, "Oh, it wasn't me." Like their shit is just straight denied. We innocent. We don't do that. We better than that. Russia, and people are forgetting that Ukraine is still a part of Russia, and it's crazy. Like they're still Russian people. They're not gonna call themselves that. That's like you saying, I'm from Texas, I'm from Maryland. You're still from the United States. Like
Still from the United States. Right.
yeah, like they're the same, they're fighting each other. They're the same people, they're the same race, they're the same everything. So Russia's signature is, we're gonna go in there and we're gonna just shut your whole system down until you give us Bitcoin or whatever they're asking for. Like usually they ask for Bitcoins. So it's like, I'm gonna shut. Who's to say? Because we don't know who did this. We can speculate because it could just be a perfect alley oop for saying, "Hey, you did. We sour and we just gonna do it." But we know this is just all a part of the plan to collapse America, because the new world order can't come into effect unless we are broken here.
Exactly.
It's gonna take so much to break us though, because everybody's just not gonna go like that. Most people are gonna do whatever. Most people are already in prison. Your house is a prison. You're addicted to your cell phone. You're strung out on drugs. You don't think on your own. You believe in Big Brother. Like most people are gonna go ahead and go. They're not worried about those people. It's people that's sitting up here doing this. What we doing is the problem and the threat, because it only took 3% of the population to start the Civil War and the Revolutionary War and all those wars. It only takes a small amount of people. If it's 100 people, it's only gonna take 3 of us to pop this shit off. 5 if you lucky, 7 if you blessed. Like you never needed the majority of people to get things done or pop stuff off. So those of us that's like, we're not complying, we're not going with it, we don't believe what you say, I don't need to call you to protect me, I'm not taking your medicine, I'm not eating your garbage, like I'm not going to allow no migrant in my house. Like we are the problem because they need to break us so they can reset this world and start everything all over again.
Mhm.
That's why they want you
That's
to take the vaccine. That's why they want you to do all
yeah.
these crazy things. That's why a man is a woman and all this other crazy nonsense that don't exist. Deny what your eyes and see. Like deny what you see. Oh, that bridge ain't fall. And people are like, oh, yeah, the bridge ain't fall. Like you see it, you looking at it, and you'll still
Mhm.
deny it because they told you it didn't fall.
Hmm.
They're not worried about
But
that,
they
bro. The devil
told
don't need to spend
you it
time
wasn't a
with you.
terroristic
The
threat.
devil got you. That's what I'm saying. They have to collapse the rest of us. That's why they want to get our guns so bad. They want to
Yeah.
make defending yourself your
Hmm.
God-given right of self-preservation. They want to take that away. They want to take your weapon away. A lot of places you can't even have no firearm or nothing. And I
Mhm.
hate when people are like, oh, you just because you got a gun don't mean you can win, but I got a better chance of winning than
I
you
got a
do.
better chance
So
of winning than
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like what? Like,
Yeah.
oh, just because you got
I,
it don't mean, and then I bring up some random rapper who died. Yeah, that was a hoe anyway. We talking about real people, bro.
man, don't
Most of these
first.
people, like,
Yo, first of all, don't talk to me. Don't. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like,
Don't
like,
compare
like
me to no fucking
people,
rapper.
no,
people, bro, be
was
The
having the
funny.
fuck?
game messed up, bro. Because, yo, you don't know if you ain't never really like been outside to actually feel a gunshot or hear a gunshot or be around it, or you know what I'm saying, had an altercation where you been shot at, bro. You can't talk to me about no type of guns, bro. Don't come to me
Hell
telling
You
me,
no.
don't need. You
yeah,
don't
like
need that. You ain't. Just because you got it don't mean all right, nigga. You
what
go out and play with your
what you
life.
Well,
need
you
is
come try and see
some
how it's gonna go for you.
Exactly.
Since
That's
you so
crazy.
badass without a
But
gun.
they like those kind of people because they
yeah.
say, oh, I can go. Bro, niggas get killed going to the store every day for no
You
reason.
Hmm.
You
you
just a
being a
victim of the
person
circumstance.
You being a person that don't like your Second Amendment rights gonna be just like this right
My deed
here.
is current and legal.
Arrested for unlocking your milkshake. She changed the
So
locks and
she took it for granted though.
She took it for
She
granted.
said that she gonna cry to the she gonna call somebody at your house and you gonna call the police. No, you gonna
Hmm.
be calling the fucking ambulance and the
Eh,
mortician. We
Exactly.
what?
got a body in this bitch.
Real
Like,
talk. Real. Hey, and I was already in there, and and you forced your way back in here after I was closing. I'd have blasted you. I'd have
And you
blasted.
talking cocky like, yeah, you gotta fight for your
What?
house. No, you gotta fight for your life, nigga.
you
The fuck
gotta
is you
fight
talking
for
about?
your house. Man,
Real
you
What are you
talk.
tripping,
talking about?
bro. And you done lost your house because you thought that you didn't need that shotgun. You okay, you
Mhm.
don't want to carry it. I don't agree with that, but you can do what you want to do. You don't want to carry your gun with you. You don't want to have it at the house. And now Jose Cuervo, whoever the fuck this is, done broke in and said to deal with it, nigga.
Real
That's
talk,
so
Dog,
bro.
and you
that's
give
so
up your
crazy.
rights
I'm
living in
calling the
certain
cops.
states
Are you
too.
serious?
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Living in certain states, you signing your rights over right then.
hmm real talk. Like, I
You
couldn't
should
do it.
already know what time they on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call and they going and then society's so insane. Somebody looked an illegal alien, a person who broke into the country, a terrorist is in your house, and they said that there ain't nothing they can do about it, and they take you to jail.
And they take you to jail.
The law about it said you didn't do nothing wrong, but you can't hold a lip wrestle with a fucking invader. All right, you want to live in New York, you should be doing everything you can to get your gun. You can have a gun in New York.
You can have, yeah, you
I mean,
definitely
you
can
gotta
have
jump
a gun.
through hoops, but you can. You got to.
Yeah,
If you don't live there, you gotta jump through the hoops.
yeah. And that's
Fuck
the
it,
thing.
like
That's the thing. Why would you not want to be on paper the legal way? Why would you want to be on paper the illegal way? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's the
it's
part that
crazy.
always confused
Now
Get this
me.
everybody,
motherfucking immigrant off the ground, bro. Like it's just like y'all be calling waste
everybody
management on
used
this
to be
bitch.
like,
We got some trash.
well,
Real talk. They'd have been spraying Buddy off the sidewalk, bruh. Real talk.
Exactly. It's a crime scene clean up. Come get this nigga.
Mhm.
Cause like, what is this? But you want to tell us just because she had a gun don't mean I bet you she wish she had one.
I bet you she
She
wish she
came
had.
home
Yeah, yeah.
to a
When that
motherfucking
nigga,
surprise. I bet
when
you
that,
she wish she had something.
when, yeah, when Buddy pushed that door back open on her, and she was like, "Did you see this? He just busted the door." Yeah, he watched the whole thing. He watched the whole thing. You should have shot him, breaking and entering.
You gonna argue with the cops? This is my house. Yeah, you need to know the law, lady. Like
Right.
you arrogant enough to be illegal. You know they just gave them niggas debit cards. Like they
Yeah,
spending. They're like the nerd. Like she should be pissed more than anybody, bro. She should be leading the movement. Like how dare you? You break
yeah,
into my house and you gonna spend my tax money? Like you got to give 35, 40%, 50%. Actually, you give more than 50% of your check away
hmm.
because of all the taxes you pay. You pay taxes to the
And then,
Fed. You pay taxes to the state. You pay taxes on the food you buy. You pay taxes on your
hmm,
property. You pay taxes on items you buy. You pay taxes on utilities.
hmm.
You
And
you gonna have to pay
then
bills.
not only
Like
that,
What you
not only
doing?
that, you daggone paying all this stuff for a house that you not even staying at, cause you still gotta pay
exactly.
for the house that you staying at.
And go back. My thing is, how long was they there? Because if you have a house, you have plumbing in that house. So you have to go by in the bare minimum. If you didn't put one of them tablets in there that gel the water up, you have to go by and flush the toilet and stuff so it don't rot.
Yeah,
People don't know that shit. They don't know that shit.
yeah, especially if
You
you
crazy.
if it ain't winterized, you gotta go winterize that joint.
Mm.
Man, look, she lost her mind. But that's the she's the perfect example of the people we have today. You
Yeah.
think you gonna call the police and it's gonna help you. Bro,
She
you're guilty when you call them folks. Like
Yeah, she felt entitled. She felt entitled. Yeah, man. But it's like, yeah, you can't feel entitled. This ain't a situation where entitlement carries. This ain't no, like B said. This ain't got nothing to do with race. This ain't got nothing to do with entitlement. Who got the more money? Nah, it just goes by. Do you know the
no.
rules or the regulations, or do you don't know the rules and regulations?
Like, I
And
don't
she,
think people understand that we've transcended race when it comes to this. Like, this is beyond some surface level nonsense that's going
hmm
on, bro. Like, this could be your grandma's house. What your grandma gonna do? She wake up in the morning and somebody standing in her house saying, "I live here."
I live here now, right? You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah.
what you gonna do when the police say, "Well, ain't nothing we can do about that"? You gonna kill them?
And you know
Like,
that lady, she she gonna end up submitting to what they want her to do instead of fucking. And
Oh no, she ain't.
that's what most people do. They just end up submitting.
She ain't got no choice at this moment, Theo. She ain't got no choice but to just go. That's why I said she gotta learn the rules of the game, and figure out how is a good way of getting these people out, and that means by going to do some research. Yeah, man. Okay, this person did it like this. Okay, how can I get and 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 that's one thing I keep telling motherfuckers, bro. It's like, bro, y'all need to really get yourselves some lawyers, bro, or at least if you don't have a paralegal on hand, at least have a number to one to where as though so shit kick off. Look, this is a defense attorney that I've been keeping in my stash just in case something happen, because that's what they for, bro. That they for situations like this. She can go after the police department.
and the fact that, like, just the insanity of living somewhere like that, and everybody just like, yeah, hey man, that's just the rules. Deal with it, and you still in the system. Like that's what makes it suspicious to me. Like, is this a play? Cause what does that? I don't know. She's. I don't know what her problem is. I'm just leaving that there.
she let
I
her
don't know what her
pride
problem is.
she let her pride get in the way. She let her pride
Had
get
to
in the
be.
way.
Yeah.
Instead of just looking at the situation like, all right, you know what? They not they not they not on my side right now. Let me go ahead and back out of this situation and revisit it another day. She wanted to be prideful and she let her ego get in the way. I'm changing these lots. Nah, fuck that's my shit. Proud to have you
And
not
she,
want to back down.
yeah, and she abandoned that house long enough for them to go up in there and set up
Mm,
shop.
But is it abandoned if it
yeah,
belonged to me and I just don't go over there? Like, this is mine.
yeah,
No, no, you right, Naeem. You
yep.
right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you got people that sit there and watch your whole shit go down. Like, all right, they don't even come over here like that. Like,
Hmm.
and that's what he banked on.
That's true.
'Cause ain't no telling how long
Exactly.
he was there
That's true.
before she showed up again.
Longer than 30 days. Longer than 30 days. I know that
So
because
what if you
30
go on a
days.
cruise or go on vacation?
Mm,
Bro, I deliver the
Imagine
houses
going
all
on
the time
vacation.
where I take a package over there and I come back and the package still sitting outside. So that's
mm,
you showing people that you're not even at home.
And my thing is, I feel like if I'm paying taxes on something,
hmm.
I got the right. Well, that's true. But what if you lived in a neighborhood where, you know, we can leave stuff outside? My mama live in one of them kind of neighborhoods where, girl, you can leave something outside. That's gonna be there the whole day. Won't nobody touch it, bother it. People will come down the street to see who's on the block. Like, oh, I didn't know who you was. That happened to me. I'm sitting in my car. Some lady from all the way down the block walks up on me. Oh, it's you. I didn't know who that was sitting out in front of her house.
That's the
But
kind of
in New
neighborhoods we
York,
need.
bro, them people, like, you don't see the police out there unless somebody died, which is every now and then. Like, people be outside with their shotguns, chase you down the street. They don't do that sitting out in front of people's houses and stuff. No suspicious activity. It was a dude who beat somebody up. I think I told Phil about this a long time ago. The dude beat somebody. He was like beating his girlfriend up. They chased him out of the neighborhood. He can't even come back.
Word. See,
You remember
that's a
that
They
rapper
neighborhood.
that
forced her to
just
end
got
the.
you remember that rapper that just got killed because somebody was sitting in front of his house?
He
Mm,
was in he was the Philly rapper dude. What's his name? Fat G.
I think that's right.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, that's him.
Yeah, somebody sitting outside his house, then he go up to them talking about what you doing in front of my house. That's what I'm saying. Like people don't care about each other no more.
And it's on sad, man, because it's like it's first, but everywhere has their own culture. So who we from, even though Chop from Maryland, it's still kind of like north of the South. People ain't just not friendly where we
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
So like if you see somebody up north and stuff, they just not friendly. They not into each other like that. They just kind of going about their way. That's the culture. That's just what it is. That's another thing with them fucking migrants talking about people ain't being hospitable, bro. You know where you at? It's New
Word.
York.
That's what I tried to.
And you're
That's
talking about hospitals, but we don't even want you over here in the first place.
But the
That's what
thing
I was
is,
telling
nobody saw
B,
them.
like Baltimore and people in Maryland, bro. It's like, bro, we don't give a fuck what you doing. Just don't come with us with that bullshit. Just don't
And
come.
my
Yeah, I mean,
thing,
just be around us for doing some dumb
my,
shit.
my thing is, New York's such a segregated place as far as like they don't really get into it with each other like that.
Hmm.
Nobody, they saw a stranger going into a property and nobody said nothing. That should be more concerning than, oh, somebody still took over my trap. Like, nah, bro, like nobody said nothing when you was moving in, so you thought it was okay. And everybody
Hmm.
around your house thought it was okay too.
It's just like when you say it takes a village to raise a child. Everybody see this child doing wrong. Ain't nobody saying that.
Ain't nobody correcting that little motherfucker though. Heck yeah, that's that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you stay your people stay in the area like that because that's how we should be. You know what I'm saying? As a community, that's how we should be. Nobody should be able to. If I don't recognize your car, I should be able to go. Hold on, let me make sure this person. All right, you know where you at, right? Oh, all right. Just want to make sure you good. You know, can't be having you out here just sitting around that, and that'll keep people out your shit. You know what I'm saying? That'll keep people from coming into your neighborhoods doing some dumb shit.
Exactly. And people,
Like,
but now we live in a time where you gotta, depending on where you live, because You used to could be able to just walk up on a person and, hey man, what you doing? What you looking for? You good? But now people so in their feelings and so crazy, you do that, you liable to get killed.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody done got emotional. But that's a product
Right.
of not being in a community. Most of the people in my mama neighborhood, they all was 20 when they moved out there. In their 20s. Now they all old and whatever, but or older. So it's like you can't just come in there doing what you want to do, thinking you can say what you want to say, treat people crazy, and bring that BS to the neighborhood because they're not going.
B just sent me a video saying we ahead of the curve. He just sent me a video. They going over I guess what happened with the attack. Could
Look at
be we might have hit some key factors on there. Theo said he lost signal. It's okay, Theo. We ready to be wrapping this up anyway. We going into 3 hours and 30 minutes. Even on here, even on
yeah,
here
I'm glad I was
rolling.
able to catch it today. That John.
Nah, I appreciate you
Everything go
sliding
crazy.
through. I appreciate you sliding through as usual. Keeping us informed on certain things and stuff. Because
And you're
like
right.
shoot,
We
I
gotta have
didn't.
more conversations, man, because everybody is seeing this stuff, but you kind of just think, oh man, it's just some one-off thing. And you go about your business. Like, no, bro, everybody is seeing this stuff.
Right. Like if you don't see what's going on, bruh, then I don't know what I'm gonna be able to tell you. But the ones that see it, look, we got it's stuff that we need to put in play. We got things that we need to start doing for us. Make sure that we survive because if this new wave of people come in and they take over what we supposed to be doing, they building a whole new lower class. Then what's that to say about the mid
And then,
the lower to medium class? You know what I'm saying?
and then they're gonna tell you in 10 years, oh, my family didn't have nothing. We built up and came
Mm,
from the bottom.
we
We,
we came we migrated over here. We ain't have nothing. Man, shut your ass up.
and this is that they're gonna tell you that I don't know why you guys, you Americans, you're complaining, blah blah
Mhm.
blah. Meanwhile, he done took your whole house over. There ain't nothing you can do about it. And then when you bring it up, oh well, you gotta go through proper protocol.
These
Maybe
motherfuckers
you
coming
should,
over
you know,
here with a whole fucking care package already in their name.
cake bake form in full,
Mm,
just everything. You ain't got to
every-
do nothing. We don't know who you. I don't even want to get into that sleeper cell thing, bro. Y'all don't let our terrorists come.
mhm. Hell
Now they
yeah.
running their boats into the damn
Hmm.
Baltimore Harbor.
You gonna tell it? You gonna tell us? Oh, it ain't, we don't think it's no terrorism behind this. Man, shut your ass up. I ain't know your job was to think. I thought you was the mayor. I ain't know your job was to think and tell me. Yeah, me what actually happened and what actually didn't happen. Tired of that nigga his damn fro. Yeah, yo, and that fro, bro, hey, yo, bro, I ain't gonna cat, bro. His fro, what makes me not trust him, bro. If he'd have came in with some
What's all
braids
that,
or
bro?
something, yeah, if you would have had some braids or some gangsters or some shit like that, I'd have been like, yo, I rocks with this mayor.
I
But the
am
fact,
trying not to yell in this store. You are hilarious.
no, I'm
Like,
just saying.
that is funny.
And then this shit always nice and symmetrical. Like, nah, bro, get out of here, bro. His fro be too perfect for me, bro. I'm dead ass.
No,
Look.
no, that might be a legitimate reason though. Cause who is that person? Like for real.
Exactly. Y'all ain't never had no brother in here with no fro any other time showing them this much respect. Now all of a sudden, man, miss me with that, bro. But yeah, man, I
Nah, you
appreciate
funny
I
as hell.
appreciate you sliding through with us, kicking it with us. Yeah, man.
No problem. I'm gonna do that everyday carry video for
Yes,
y'all
please,
channel. So send me. I
please.
need you to send me the logo so I can put that on the video.
I got you. I got
All
you.
right.
I'm gonna send it to
Thank you
you.
for
Yeah,
doing this, man. Because we ain't got no
yeah.
people out here talking about nothing for real.
No,
Anyway.
no. I wanted to ask you too. When you do your video, I mean, can we like do a whole breakdown of that joint, like a
Oh
whole.
yeah, yeah, yeah. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show like the bag I keep in my car,
Mm,
like, and talk about like different, like when I go different places, different scenarios. And
all
I
right,
might not
cool.
need this. First aid and all that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, yeah, for real. Cause when we do another live, yeah, I mean, I'll bring that video back up so that I mean we could get the EDC out there, and then we could get more people familiar with those
Yeah,
letters and
basic basic everyday carry. Your pistol, your knife, your tourniquet, a few little things for first aid. That's like level one, and then level two, and then I'll have it broken. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna put it all together and send it to you. It'll
all
probably be what's today? It'll probably be Friday.
right, cool. All
All
right,
right,
well,
man. I appreciate everything y'all do, man. 'Cause this is the most important place we got right now. When we talking about regular people talking about real world stuff.
right. Yeah, I mean the shit. I gotta salute B and thank B. You know, B the one that really like beat it in my head and beat it in my ear. Like, bro, we gotta do something. We gotta do something. You know, and ever since we talked, this is what we've been on. So yeah, I gotta thank B and I gotta thank Ayo for, of course, Ayo, because he's the lifeline to everybody.
For sure,
Yeah,
100%.
if it was for him, everybody wouldn't have been able to link up the way they do.
And that's fact. Are you take care? I'm gonna
Hmm.
holler at you.
Already. All right, y'all. That's it. Catch y'all on the next one. It's the end of this live. Y'all be real.